Thank you, Nikki, for the follow. I appreciate it. I apparently bruised my knee today, and I don't know how. I don't know how I did that. But I'm fine. My knee just hurts. I just got out of the shower like 15 minutes ago, so I'm all freshened up and ready to go. All right. I swear to God, I don't know why, but determination of fight, like, it, like, triggers, like, some, like, brain scratching nonsense. Like, it feasts upon my brain. Like, I have to listen to it, like, 16 times before I listen to it a single time. I just, like, it just hits. I don't know. I don't think it's my favorite, like, song in the series so far, much less battle theme, but, like, it just hits. It just hits. Oh my god, I forgot about the Sea of Stars DLC that's coming out. I'm super excited. But I can't get distracted. I gotta launch the game. Cause I'm excited. There's a lot of shit that's going down today, apparently. What, Scout? You wanna come here? You want to sit in my lap? Come here. Come here. Go. Up. Good boy. Good boy. Alright, so today, we don't have to do, we're waiting still on this, we are doing, package pandemonium, oh no, we did this, okay, alright, we had theme park trouble, one born every minute, and, a monster extermination, so, these are the side quests we're going to focus on today, and hopefully we can get some story progression done, because these are all short. So, let's go ahead, and I want to do the monster extermination. So, West Crossbell Highway, monster extermination. I'm going to do that for sure. And once again, this is sort of the party I'm rolling with. I decided that Noelle, honestly, I'm going to be real, she does not feel that great. Like, I just don't feel like I have a reason to use her. Having a, what is it called, detection? I guess it would be Eagle Eye, right? Can I one-shot these guys? I can. Awesome. Cool. We can just farm these guys for Sepith while we go around and while we get some stuff. I just kind of forget that we're like in the high 60s when it comes to the levels. Ah, shit. Like, it doesn't really feel like it, all things considered. Ba 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 la na 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 na. I just realized that the West Crossbell Highway theme has the main theme of Zero no Kiseki. That's cool. La da 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 ba. Ba, da, da, ba, 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 ba. Honey syrup? Cool. I keep pressing the wrong button to open the map. Oh, okay, it's close by. It's right here. Alright. There's a lot of them. Awesome. Okay. Man, Lloyd doesn't have any, CP. That's unlucky. I mean, this feels like he's wasting his turn if he doesn't go into attack, so... Okay, they don't seem to have that much... bad. Have we used the Akashic Star before? I feel like I haven't. I feel like I haven't. Do it! That's a cool animation. Oh! Boom! Oh, it's just a fucking meteor shower. How much? Okay, good damage. Oh, Earthshaker is, I don't like that. Okay. Let's heal with the Aura Rain. I kinda need to. The problem is, what can Tio do on this turn that'll make it so we don't die? And the answer is, I don't really know. Maybe we could dodge it by throwing an Aqua Mirage. Ether Buster, maybe? I don't think Omega Strike would be the good option here. I mean, maybe. I feel like, fuck, we don't know if they're, okay. This might, if they're immune to, if they're immune to, attack delay, then this is a terrible play, but I don't know if they're immune to attack delay or not. Alright. This makes us survive a hit. Alright. Come on, Lloyd. Interrupt that shit. Alright. I don't know if it really matters who we hit, but maybe die? Damn. Okay, this is actually fine. This is fine, because we can heal, Tio. Having the lower speed is trash. Please work, don't resist. Oh, they aren't, they don't resist attack delay. Void Fang. Hell yeah. Well, that mitigates all of our cooldowns from those S-crafts. Alright, I can't Raging Spin, no. They all got their defenses lowered, so that's good. Oh boy. Ellie dies here. This is not good. In fact, one might say this is actually quite bad. Well, I'll kill one of them. But never mind. Yeah, we're dead. Damn. That was tough. Okay. I need to come up with a different idea. Because obviously that didn't work. Oh, man, maybe I should put Randy into the party for, attack delay. But I don't got that on Lloyd right now, so. Let's use a battle scope. What are your affinities? They're weak to fire. They can be lit on fire. Do we have anything that afflicts seal? Like, I believe these have a chance of seal. 30% chance of seal on a Sparkdyne. Not really super worth it, but so Heat Wave is probably the play here. Oh no, I should queue up a heal, definitely. Huh. I think I just go in with just the magic. No, that's a good miss. I like it when they're not using Earthshaker. They also might only use Earthshaker after they've been damaged. Because I think there are some enemies that behave that way in Sky, where they'll use Earthshaker. They take normal damage from that. They're not immune to KO. And they're not immune to blind. Okay, this Holy Breath is useless. I thought they were gonna Earthshaker. But, oh well. Alright. Burning Heart. I think instead of like going in there, because I think they react with Earthshakers, so I'm gonna wait. I assume this can put to sleep, but I want them to like target Lloyd. No sleepies? No debuffs? Awesome. Alright, Galleon Tower has been pretty buffed because I don't think it blinded before. I could be wrong, but that's fine. I just wanted the damage. We're gonna TOS break here. Because she's at 200. Oh, we got 2 burns. Because she's at 200, we get 2 guards. And they're gonna Earthshaker, which is everybody here. We had to do 3 Earthshakers, only one of which we're taking damage from. Oh, owie. Yes. Oh, man, I wish I could, like... No, I have a plan. Okay. Raging Spin. Into Star Blaster? Aerial Cannon also might be clutch. I think Star Blast 2 does more damage. Wazy cleans if this doesn't kill. This is that kind of encounter where you gotta do it fast, so... Come on. Oh wow, that super killed a lot of them. Nice. Alright, go punch it, Wazy. Yo, we're still holding on. Yeah, so it is just a counter that I didn't think about. Oh well. Lots of XP though, lots of U material. Like to see that exterminated monster. We got a craft book, Rebel. A craft book. This one looks like it suits Randy and Wazy styles. Good stuff. Want to give it a shot, Wazy? I'm game if you are. Randy and Wazy learned Last Rebellion. Okay, well I want to see that now. I miss the crossbow games so much. They're so good. They are so incredibly good. I'm really enjoying every game in the franchise so far. I think no, I don't have any. These are like easy enemies, so I don't think that. Like, I adore every, like, I didn't think I was gonna like them as much as the Sky characters, because I like, but I guess Sky's cast is kind of carried by, like, 3 characters for me. Like, I love Sky's characters because they all interact with, like, Estelle and then, like, the other main characters really well. They all interact really well with each other, and I love it. But I like every character in this game. Like, I am, like, super tism about Estelle, right? But I like Lloyd, Randy, and, like, Tio just as much as her. It's kind of insane. Where the heck is my car? Cool. But I'm really enjoying this arc so far. I'm like super excited to get the Cold Steel when I eventually do. Let's see. I wanted to maybe switch out. Tio. Lloyd, Randy, and Tio. Ellie is Devin. Okay, no, I love Ellie. I didn't mean to exclude her. I love Ellie. Like, Lloyd is my favorite little guy. You know, he's the favorite little guy. He's just like... Randy's the older brother. Tio is like the autistic one. So she's me. Wazy's our representative, NB. You know how it be. I love them all so much though. It's hard. It's like really hard to pick favorites. I can't. My mind's too scattered. My brain is too scattered to have favorites. Okay. Okay, but I wanted to. What's up, Jeff Gamer? How's it going? I guess I could throw instead of. Yeah, let's throw Randy in here. Don't necessarily need this. The hit on here, so I can just throw Eagle Eye for finest pies. That's good to hear. I like that. That's fine. Randy's mostly good for his crafts anyway. That's why they nerfed half of them in this game. Theme park trouble. Let's do that one. Fuck. No. Okay, hold on. I have to have Tio. I have to have Tio in the party for theme park trouble. If we're going to Michelin Wonderland, we have to have Tio in the party. That's just the rule. Like, we have to. Calling all passengers to Michelin. The ship will be departing shortly. Please board you at your earliest convenience. One of our support requests came from the theme park, didn't it? You're right. It involved helping Mishi in some way or another. I wonder what they need us to do. Does it truly matter? Mishi needs our assistance. We have no time to lose. Well, I think we all know Teotot's stance on this. Something tells me this is going to be one to remember. We shouldn't head to Michelin unless we're absolutely ready to handle that request. Should we get going? Go to the theme park. Hello, SoulsQ, welcome. Alright, no time like the present. We're going to Mishi-land! Lloyd and the others boarded the cruise ship bound for Michelin. After arriving, they made their way to the front gates of the theme park where their client was waiting. Oh, what a pickle. This is liable to throw off the entire morning's schedule. Excuse us, we're the CPD Special Support Section. Would you happen to be Hanks? We're here for the request you submitted. Oh, that's right. So you're the SSS. Let's see. Yes, I think it'll be a perfect fit. No sizing adjustments necessary. Wait, sizing adjustments? I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Would you mind explaining your request? Oh, how careless of me. My apologies. I'm sure you're all familiar with our park's mascot, Mishi, yes? No breathing soul could know more. Tsuta here is a bit of an obsession. But yeah, we know him. Hard to live in Crossville too long without seeing that fluff ball around. Does Mishi have something to do with your request? Just so happen he does. The thing is, we received some bad news this morning. The actor who's portrayed Mishi since the park opened, well, he told us he wasn't going to make it. Make it? Wait, you don't mean... Oh goodness, no, nothing that dire. Just a sudden case of upset stomach. The plan is for him to get some medicine at St. Ursula and return to work as soon as he's able. If all goes well, he'll be back in action as early as this afternoon. Still, that leaves the problem of the morning performance. That's where you come in. I need someone to don the fur and be Mishi's stand-in for a few hours. Mishi's stand-in? Tio, ultimate Mishi fan. That's her hyperfixation. Hey, that sounds pretty fun. Alright, where do I get the Yeah, I don't think so. You're far too tall to fit into the costume. On the other hand, I think your pal here with the overly serious expression would be perfect. Me? Oh, come on! I was gonna use that kitty suit as a free pass to pick up chicks. Damn you, Lloyd! How was that my fault? It's probably for the best, otherwise Randy would have given catfishing a whole new meaning. So, back to the matter at hand. Do you think you can do it? Well, we didn't come all this way for nothing. We'll take the job. I owe you one. Now, if there's nothing more to cover, let's... Tio, is there something wrong? You've been very quiet these past few minutes. Costume? Actor? Upset stomach? Medicine? What's gotten into her? Pulling back the curtain might be more than she could handle. I'd be very careful with the next words you'd say. I'll do what I can. Tio? No need to mind me. Mishi needs us. I will make sure to contribute as actively as I can. Dude, we essentially just told Tio that Santa Claus isn't real. How the fuck could we do that? That's the spirit Tio taught. I don't know if I like the way she's phrased that. Is she really okay? Everything settled? Good. Now if you follow me to the locker room. Sure, lead the way. Tio's helping. Well, how do I look? Adorable, actually. Yeah, it really screams you! In what way? It's a full bodysuit, Noelle. So, you're comfortable in there? Looks like it could get pretty toasty. I'm sure it will. I'm not the most breathable outfit I've ever worn, to say the least. Luckily, the height is right. It feels a bit loose, though, so it's a little weird to move in. Don't sweat the small stuff. You're gonna be doing enough sweating in the costume as is. But man, is it gonna be worth it. Missy's fangirl's fawning over you. Put your arms around them with no hang-ups. I'd have plenty of hang-ups with that for your matter. Though, speaking of fangirls, where did Tio run off to? Now that you mention it, I saw her catch the staff's member's attention before walking away with him. Ta-da! Please, please, please. He has a little thing. Michette? Yes! Ah! I knew it! I'm so happy! That's so cute! Oh my god, I knew it! I knew it! Oh, it's so cute! What the? Is that you, Tio? Tio, my name is Michette. Don't tell me my own older brother forgot my face. You've gotta be kidding me. Oh my goodness, you look so cute, Tio! I don't think I've ever seen a pink version of Mishi, though. Who's this character? I am Mishi's little sister, Michette. She is a selfless girl who is always looking out for her clumsy oaf of an older brother with judgmental eyes. Judgmental? That's right. I remember you mentioning that Mishi had a little sister. She came up to me asking if she could help by playing the part of Michette. Technically, the regular Michette's shift doesn't start until later, so I thought, what the hey? So, that's where she went. Wait, but by help out, you mean... Yes, my intention is to supervise Lloyd's Mishi routine. Rest assured, his shins will rue every blunder he makes. Ah, the brutal barbs of tough love. What an adoring little sister you have, Mishi. I just wish my shins got the say in it. Wait, shouldn't you be the one giving me acting directions? Sorry, but we won't have a chance. It's almost time for Mishi to start touring his way around the park. Listen, just ask yourself, what would Mishi do? And go from there. I'm sure it'll work out. Probably. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Remember that at the end of your morning tour, you're scheduled to do the Mishi dance in the main plaza. That one I did prepare a manual for. Skim it and remember what you can. Lloyd the group read the manual. Dance with passion and pizzazz. Don't forget to close the show on Mishi's signature catchphrase, let's dance and make a wishy with Mishi. Well, that's helpful. The catchphrase I get, but this passion and pizzazz part is a little vague. To tell you the truth, we generally leave Mishi's characterization with the patrons up to the actor. For the entire history of this park, we never have even written a manual until today, that is. So if you make a mistake, you make a mistake. Don't let it get you down too much. On the contrary, as the one supervising, I will not tolerate even a single error. I'm getting conflicting signals here. Oops, it's showtime. Let's wrap this up so you can get out there. Alright, the rest of us will pass the time by patrolling the park then. Break a leg, you two. The time has come to prove yourself, Lloyd. Yeah, no pressure. I don't know how I'm going to pull this one off. I guess I'll just have to channel my inner Mishi. There's also that catchphrase. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishi. I better not forget it. Alright, let's get out there and make those kids' wishes come true. I'm counting on you, Mishi. You too, Michette. Alright. We're posted up. Well, here goes nothing. I just hope this all works out. Look sharp. Here comes our first patron. Wow, it's Mishi! Mom, Dad, look, he's really here! Oh, so he is. How about that? Settle down, sweetie. You wouldn't want to tire yourself out before we got to the attractions. Yay, Mishi, Mishi, Mishi! Let me think. How would Mishi normally respond in a situation like this? Don't forget to buy a ticket. It's probably the top one, right? Have a Mihi magical time. I will, thanks, Mishi. Come on, Mom. Come on, Dad. Let's hurry up and get in. Alright, alright. Now, no need to rush. We have an entire day of fun ahead of us. Did I do okay? Very much so, Lloyd. Your me-hee-hee was particularly inspired. Thanks, though I can't say it's easy to say without getting embarrassed. You get used to it. Wow, Tio, you're a pro already. That was surprisingly cute coming from her. Keep up the good work. She's the little sister character. Hey, Noelle, Wazy. Well, if it isn't the special support section's dynamic sibling duo. Thank goodness you're here, Lloyd. I have an urgent progress report to make. Every time I take my eyes off of Wazy, he runs off to get on the rides. Oh, don't be such a cop. It's not like I'm going to burn the park down. We're still making our rounds, aren't we? What's the harm in having a little bit of fun along the way? Wazy, we are the cops. Not to mention on duty. Speaking of duty, you have a pair of children approaching on your 9. It's Mishi! Oh, look, Michette's here too! My hide-and-seek skills need refining. Super kick! Wait, no! Hold on a sec, you can't just assault Mishi! Why would you even do that? Wait, what, did no one ever tell you kicking Mishi brings you good luck? Everyone knows it's stored in his butt. That's why you gotta boot it all out. What genius thought of this anyway? Hey, do you think it works the same with Michette too? I need to do something. How would Mishi deal with this? Kick him back? Do I scold them? Do I scold them? We keep our hands to ourselves, asshole. What would Tio appreciate more? Us defending her? Or us staying in character? Mishi has a way of defending himself from kicks. It's this! Tickle, tickle, tickle. Oh, it's Mishi's famous Mishi Gitchy Goo attack. Run away! I'll show him. I didn't realize playing Kick the Mascot was going to be part of this job too. Well, you should have. That's been one of the park's recent fads. Well, them's the breaks. For the record, I did try to help. Did I handle that okay? I was just making up as I went along. It was fine. What you did was far more preferable than losing your temper with them. Mishi is a kind and gentle being. Driving children away by force would have been unacceptable. Your judgment served you well, Lloyd. Thanks, I try. I'm just glad they didn't end up kicking Tio, though. Thanks to Lloyd's dashing rescue, of course. Perhaps we should add Sister Complex to his rapidly expanding list of proclivities. Mishi and Michette are the siblings here, not us. Incidentally, my research indicated that Mishi's posterior is resistant to strikes and impacts. It hurts less than you expected now. Hey, yeah, you're right. Must have put extra padding in the costume. No wonder it's so much thicker down there. Now look at the time. We should make our way to the next area, Lloyd. And remember to keep in mind how tight our morning schedule is. Right, I won't. See you guys later. Knock him dead, Lloyd. You too, Tio. Alright, back to sneaking on rides for me. You go get him. Go get him, baby girl. Wazy is so baby girl, by the way. Oh, hey guys. Wazy is so baby girl. Nice hustle out there, superstar. You two look like you've had a hard day of work. How would you say it's been going so far? It's a little harder than I imagined. This costume gets toasty like you wouldn't believe. Need I remind you, Lloyd? This is not a pleasant stroll. We're taking around the park right now. You have to act as friendly as possible while simultaneously making the park guests feel lucky just to have seen you. Right, I'll try my best. And there's no room for error with Tio once Mishi comes into the picture, is there? Do what you can to keep up, Lloyd, or else Tio Tot's gonna have you strung up to dry in front of the horror coaster. Oh look, it's Mishi! Mishi's so sweaty and gross in those costumes. Yeah, like I actually, well, I went to a Pride parade back at Pride Month, and one of my friend's brothers was part of the furry parade, and I asked, I don't know anything about fursuits, but I asked him, I was like, so do you have like fans? They literally have like fans built into the suits and like cooling things to help keep them cool. It's really, really neat how they're built. And I'm like, oh, no wonder they're like thousands of dollars. What the fuck? It's pretty cool. But probably really gross and sweaty anyway. I can't imagine wearing a mascot costume or like a fursuit or something. That like sounds so uncomfortable. Hey, you're right. Lucky us running in 2 steps of the Ferris wheel. Oh, he's so cute. We just have to get a photo with him. Sure thing. Let's do it. Excuse me, do you think you could take a picture for us? I'd love to. A picture? Okay, stay calm. What would Mishi do in this situation? Stand between them like an actual mascot. This is gonna go down as the day we finally met, Mishi. Okay, smile for the camera. Everyone all ready? Say cheese. Thanks for all the help. Yeah, what she said. You're welcome. Here you are. Da-da-da-da. Oh, did I do okay? That was perfect, Lloyd. As the living symbol of the theme park, Mishi is in and of himself a walking attraction. Knowing that, the impartial course of action in cases like these to stand directly between the guests. It makes me proud to see you adapting so quickly to the ways of the Michelinite. I'm honored, I think. Well, as long as you have Tio with you, I think you'll be fine. Good luck, you two. We'll keep keeping an eye out. Yeah, you have fun on your date, we'll have fun on ours. No, we will not. Yeesh, at least let me buy you a Bell Cola before you shut me down. Okay then, let's try not to let them or anyone else down. Yes, off to the next location. This is so cute. I can't wait to be traumatized in like an hour. Sorry for the delay, everyone. This is the moment you all been waiting for. Mishi and Michette are going to do the Mishi dance. Yay, Mishi! They're so cute! Here we go, the dance routine. I'm starting to tense up. It should be fine. The Mishi dance is usually improvised anyway. There are some guidelines, but I'm sure you will manage if you use common sense. Guidelines, huh? That's right, they gave us a manual about that before the job. If I could just recall what it said. It was pizzazz and something. Hold on. Pizzazz. Yeah, dance with passion and pizzazz. Don't forget to close the show. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishy. Mishy and Mijette, bring it home. Here we go. You ready, Tio? Remember, dance with passion and pizzazz. Roger. Oh yeah, shall we palm? Ooh, hit those dance moves. That's so cute. I love them. Now for Mishy's catchphrase. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishy. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishy. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishy. Yippee! I know you can do it, Lloyd. You have attained total Mish-alignment. Lloyd and Tio's passionate dance brought the show to a successful close. Having fulfilled his role to perfection, Lloyd held his head high, knowing he was able to make the park's visitors' wishes come true. Once things finished winding down, the two substitute mascots made their way to the rest area. Phew, I think we managed to pull that one off. Well done. Dancing in a mascot's costume is more daunting than I had realized. You could say that again, I'm burning up in here. How does the usual guy do this every day? He must be made of some real stern stuff. I would imagine so. Hey, Mishy, Michette! Oh, it's you, Mr. Hanks. Good job out there, kids. You got great. It's just been all anybody's been talking about today. The park guests couldn't get enough of her. Of me? Really? Yeah, if they said the little cool and aloof shtick Michette would have lapsed around Mishy drove them wild. Maybe this is a sign that we should sit down and rethink Michette's entire character. Fancy that. I'm happy to be of service. Incidentally, have you hired back from the usual actor? I almost forgot. You just came in a little while ago. He said that he wanted to meet you. You should find him waiting in the locker room when you get back. Thanks again for all your help. It's not much, but I hope you'll accept this. Michette plush. We'd be happy to. Thank you, Mr. Hanks. Ready to head back inside to you? Yes, let's. Got a goddamn plushie. Michette mode, disengage. I'm drenched in sweat. I think that was the most effort you've ever given on a support request. You did get out there, Tio. Perhaps, but your Mihiing mimicry was exceptionally superb, Lloyd. It was an honor and privilege to share the Mishy dance with you. Come on, you're gonna make me blush. Anyway, I think it's about time we rejoin the others. Is the usual Mishy actor still not here yet? Not that I've seen. He appears to be running late. Sorry to keep the kids waiting! Excuse me for that. No. Turns out the pills I've been taking don't work unless I have them after a meal. Skip breakfast too, so I end up wolfing out of lunch like you wouldn't believe. Anyway, is my costume in that locker? What's with the looks? You never seen a professional mascot before? Good think of it. I feel like I recognize your faces from somewhere or another. Oh, whatever. I eat kids big time. Can't have Michelin Wonderland with no Mishy after all. That's working and filling me, boyo. Oops, wait to look at the time. Gotta get changed and prep for the afternoon shift. The magic is ruined. Transformation complete. Thanks again, mister. You too, little missy. You really saved my fur. You can just leave the rest to me. See you later. What a pro. His voice sounded like it shifted 3 whole octaves. That guy's the real Mishy, no doubt, but out of costume. He's not even from the same universe! Well, that was something. I feel like we just uncovered one of Crossbow's dirtiest secrets. Anyway, let's go meet up with the others, shall we? No, Tio, the magic's ruined for her! Yo, Lloyd, something happened to Tio Tot? She's been like that since we got back on the cruise ship. You you're right. It's like she's staring off into space. Eyes is empty. I believe that's what we call the look of desolation. Well, let's just say she's been through a lot today. Tio, are you sick? Should we take you to a doctor? No, I will survive. I was a bit bewildered, but I believe I managed to come to terms with it. This is merely a single rung on the ladder to adulthood. Aww, that actually kind of makes me sad to hear her say that. I'm sorry, Tio. I don't want to switch you out of the party, but I want to have my boy. All right, the next one, I believe we have to visit in a house. We're gonna view at Harold Hayworth's house in the residential district of the city. Okay. Onward. Have we visited Ark and CL on this day? Always gotta check. Alright. Excuse us, you put in a request for the special support section. Ah, hello there, SSS. Can't tell you how glad I am that you're here to help us with this again. Yes, thank you very much for coming. Can you tell us what happened since yesterday, Chief Tolta? I understand there were a new development in the case? Yes, that's correct. I fear the situation is more dire than we originally thought. I'd like to discuss it in depth with you right away. Would that be alright? Yes. Alright, now is fine. Please fill us in on the details. You mentioned that the situation has changed since yesterday. That it has. Yesterday evening, I went to the Ashtray Inn in another attempt to persuade Derek. I told him that the Minith character was far too suspicious and that he had to break ties with him. He didn't beat around the bush then, huh? Not for a second. And in the end, Derek still refused to listen. However, I did learn something new. So I hurried here to discuss the matter with Mr. Hayworth. Something new? Has Minith taken some form of action? Well, Chief Tolta caught me off guard, if I may be frank. Minith's grip on the village is far tighter than we had given it credit for. Would you mind elaborating? From what we learned yesterday, several villagers already trust him. Has it gone further than that? Well, you see, Minith has not only secured the private property on Old Armorica Road, but also the deeds to numerous plots and fields in the village itself. He what? As shocking as that is, one question comes to mind. How was he able to pull off something that big? Good question. From what we know, Minith pitched a plan to increase Armorica's lotus production, as he put it. But by slowly accumulating deeds to the village's farmlands, he could expand the lotus fields and streamline their harvests. Moreover, management of the plots themselves would be contracted to the Quincy Company to reduce the required labor. It does line up with what we heard yesterday. At first blush, it sounds like a pretty good deal for the villagers. Yeah, too good to be true. As long as the deeds are in Minith's hands, he can abuse the land in any way he wants. There would be no coming back from that. Indeed, that man cannot be trusted by any means. He is solely focused on the private property of ours. Even the worst case scenario wouldn't be too terrible. But now, he's using plots of land within the village. The result could be catastrophic. You guys might be shit out of luck when it comes to breaking that contract, though. That's where you come in. If you can expose him, perhaps the contract can be voided. I know there's nothing criminal happening on the surface here, but even still, can we ask you to look into this? Well, the SSS is never actually all that beholden to the CBD protocol. Our job is to support the citizens when they request it. You've given us enough reason to find Minith suspicious, so we'll gladly help. Thank you, Detective Bannings. All of you have been our village's guardian angels. Where should we begin the investigation? I'm at a bit of a loss at myself, honestly. Me too. It's not as if we have any smoking guns to look into. True. In that case, why not ask Ian for assistance? Do you mean Mr. Grimwood? Yes, granted. We're only working off our suspicions at the moment. But if you explain the situation to Ian, he might be able to find a trace of something illicit in Minith's actions. That sounds like a good idea. Even a shred of evidence against Minith to be a good starting point for the investigation. I should warn you, though, Ian's been incredibly busy ever since the mayor advocated for our independence. There's no guarantee you'll have the time to see you. Only one way to find out, off to the Grimwood Law Office. Maybe we'll catch him, maybe we won't. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, let's go pay him a visit. We'll leave you to you then. I'll ask my business associates if they heard any rumors about Mineth or the Quincy Company. We would appreciate that. Thank you, everyone. You're the only ones I can count on. I'm so powerless in all of this. It's just pathetic of me. Don't worry, Chief Tulsa. We'll handle it from here. You just sit tight and relax. And maybe pray to the goddess for good luck while you're at it. Very well. I'll be waiting for you. Alright, one born every minute. Let's go check out the Grimwood Law Office. Sorry, I was checking something real quick. Oh. Mr. Grimwood, we were afraid you might have been out of your office. Oh yes, I was just in the middle of taking a much-needed break. But it would seem you're in the desperate need of my counsel. Is it really that obvious? I've seen those looks in your faces coming through my doors countless times now. Please, take a seat. I might be busy, but I'm happy to lend you an ear. Our apologies, and thank you. Lloyd and the SSS explained that they learned about Mineth and his actions throughout the past 24 hours. They also mentioned that Mineth had been collecting deeds to plots of land in Armorica Village. I see. This is quite a predicament the village has found itself in. A case such as this would typically be a top priority to me. But as you know, I've been busy this past week drafting up a preliminary constitution for the mayor. I apologize, but I won't have the time to handle this case personally. That's unfortunate, but we understand. We suspected that would be the case, and still, even just a consultation would be helpful. Very well. I will give you any advice I can while you're here. We appreciate it, Mr. Grimwood. So, do you have any insight on this? At this point, there's no evidence that Mineth engaging in any unlawful activity, at least since as far as we can tell. Is there something we're missing? I do have one idea. Damn, already? Possibly. An Arab buddy in contact of mine once provided me with some reference material for a very similar case. Though I can't say for the circumstances are the exact match. Any lead that could help us with the investigation is a good one. If you think this other case is worth mentioning, we'd be happy to hear about it. Very well. I can hardly refuse you all. From what I can recall. Several years ago, a man visited the estate of an Arabonian baron. He introduced himself as Rittner, an enterprising businessman working for a famous brewing company. Rittner presented the baron with an opportunity to become rich beyond his wildest dreams, and quickly at that. He proposed that the baron's barley fields, which had been passed down the family for generations, be used to establish a brewery. The facilities would be constructed on the barony, and his family would be responsible for managing them. That was the idea, anyway. Hold on a second. What you're telling us is awfully reminiscent of what's going down in Armorica. The Baron accepted the deal and signed Rittner's contract. Then, of the presence of constructing the brewery, the field and the portion of the Baron's land were temporarily transferred to Rittner. Moreover, the Baron converted his assets into capital for the sake of getting the business off the ground. However, Rittner soon disappeared with both the deeds and the capital, never to be seen again. The hell? The Baron and his family panicked after suddenly losing contact with Rittner. At the time, they had no idea of the gravity of what was about to unfold. To their shock and surprise, they learned Rittner had sold the deeds to a third party. The land was to be repurposed into a villa resort. Today it stands as part of a suburb instead. In the end, the Baron's family racked up a substantial debt. Before long, they had lost their entire territory. With that, the family was stripped of their rank, and they vanished without a trace. Damn, it's one hell of a story. That man conned them into giving up their property and sold it right under their noses. Who would even do such a thing? Your investigation immediately reminded me of that case.
One person lies to earn another's trust before running off with a large fortune. It's a common strategy for committing fraud.
Fraud? If this case is the same, then Mineth may not be a Quincy Company employee at all. He would simply be a con man trying to swindle Amorica for what they're worth.
Precisely. Can't say for certain that that's the case here, but I'm concerned it might be.
No, I agree. There are too many parallels between that story and our case. It'd be best if we shifted our focus to investigating this as a potential act of fraud. That changes the kind of leads we should be looking into. Exactly. As far as Mineth goes, there are two major areas that stand out to me as suspicious. The first, that plan of his. We need to find out whether or not he's actually done anything to establish this Armorican honey company.
We could probably figure that out by following the mirror trail. You have to apply for a bank loan to open a business in Crossbell. If it's a sham, then we'll find the evidence we need at the IBC. The other point of concern is whether Mineth's actually an employee of Quincy Company. The Quincy Company's headquarters aren't in Crossbell though, so that'll be a little tougher to ferret out.
I may be able to help with that. We should try stopping by my grandfather's house. In the McDowell estate. Why? There should be a brochure about the Quincy Company there. It outlines how the company operates. We may be able to find some useful information.
What's something like that doing in your Gramps pad, Mademoiselle?
Well, because I happen to enjoy making sweets, alright? I once took an interest in the Quincy Company, so I ordered one of their brochures. Last I recall, it was on a shelf in my old bedroom. Then again, I doubt a simple brochure would have had all the information we need.
I wouldn't be so quick to discount the possibility. It's official Quincy Company material. You might be able to find something that conflicts with what Mineth said. Never hurts to cover all your bases.
Agreed. Let's drop by the McDowell estate too and see how it pans out. Thanks for all the invaluable advice, Mr. Grimwood. Because of you, we finally have some leads to chase down.
Always happy to be of service. Just to confirm, you said you were using the Hayworth residence as a base of operations, yes?
Yeah, we are.
Very well. I'll lend you my help with this case for as long as time permits me. Though, unfortunately, I can't make any promises given my other responsibilities.
That's not a problem at all. You've already helped us immensely. It's nice having a professional in the neighborhood we can lean on.
I'll try to meet you up at the Hayworths later. Good luck with your investigation until then.
Thanks, Mr. Grimwood. Okay, let's get this investigation underway. To start, we need to go to the IBC and look into Mineth's plan regarding the Armorican Honey Company. It'll be a good idea to swing about the McDowell estate for that brochure, too. Something in there might contradict Mineth's words. That gives us a total of 2 leads to follow up on. Roger, we won't rest until we find that evidence. Alright, let's check out this is a cool mystery. I like this side quest. It's really fun. Alright, the McDowell estate. Oh, it's these assholes. I think this is her old bedroom. Is this not her old bedroom? Oh. Let's see. Oh, here it is. This is the Quincy Company brochure I mentioned earlier. Dang, even though the sucker bound. Can't say they didn't put any effort into the thing. They have ample resources to do so, considering the size of the company. Whatever is written inside should be sufficiently credible. Then it's a good thing we stopped by for it. Alright, let's take a closer look inside. As the leader in confectionery manufacturing, the Quincy Company strives tirelessly towards its next innovation. This brochure aims to briefly introduce the methods and creeds that drive our passion. We believe the key aspect of any confectionery is its taste. However, otherwise, how could anyone enjoy it? With this belief as a core tenet, the Quincy Company refuses to compromise on the quality of its products. Our factories are fitted with the latest equipment and operate with the utmost attention to hygiene. Here at the Quincy Company, we are particular not just about the quality of our ingredients, but where they are sourced as well. Our product development pipeline, too. It's run with the strictness of standards. Prototypes are personally sampled by our executives who, after many meetings, decide whether a product is worthy to go to market. Only then can they reach the production line. This has been a Quincy Company tradition since its founding. Since that, we may deliver our valuable customers nothing less than the finest confectioneries to enjoy. It is this commitment to excellence that has made the Quincy Company the exceptional confectioner that it is today. I'm not sure what we are expecting. This is all just your typical corporate double talk. Did
anyone manage to find a contradiction between this and something Minith has said? Not in particular. Maybe coming here for this brochure was a waste of time after all. Actually, I did notice something. You did? Oh, I get it. You just activated the old detective mode and bam, right? Don't leave us hanging. What'd you find? If you remember what Minith told us at the hotel yesterday, the answer is obvious. It was only a passing remark, but it still comes into major conflict with what's written in the brochure. Enough to prove that he isn't, in fact, an employee of the Quincy Company to begin with. You got that much out of this one little pamphlet? That's right, you see, Minith. Sorry to cut you off, but where's the fun in spoiling it all now? What are you talking about? Well, if I'm being honest, it's annoying that you're the only one who's figured it out. So why not give the rest of us a chance to save it while we interrogate Minith? Wazy, this is an investigation, not some game. I agree with Wazy, actually. Your hypothesis might not be accurate, after all. As a precaution, we shouldn't let ourselves be swayed by a mere hunch. Not to mention, I don't appreciate you stealing the spotlight with your detective mode, as Randy put it. Why do I get the feeling that second comment was the real reason she doesn't want me to share? Fine, if you two insist, and instead I want you all to consider everything we've learned so far. I'll summarize the main points of the brochure, the detective notebook. All that's left for us to visit the IBC is see what we can find out there. Lead the way. He's never sampled anything. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Alright, IBC. Hello again, SSS. What can I do for you today? Hello. Well, we'd like to ask for the IBC's cooperation with an investigation we're working on. Would it be possible for you to do an account search for us, Lenfei? We were hoping to look into some suspicious mirror transfers from a certain depositor. You want me to pull up private information on one of our clients, then? Doing so is within company policy if it's related to a criminal inquiry. But would you mind telling me the details of the situation first? Not a problem. We provided all the information they had on the suspected fraud case. I see. I believe I understand the circumstances now. Will this be sufficiently probable case for us to conduct a search? Cracking down on these kinds of things is in the bank's best interest, too. Fraud would damage your reputation. You are correct, and this is related to a legitimate investigation. I can help, but you'll have to settle for me simply telling you what I can pull up on my terminal screen here. That's more than enough, if you would please. Very well. First, let me search for an account registered under the name Minith. Our Moroccan Honey Company, subsidiary of the Quincy Company. There we are. We do indeed have an account open under that name. Hold on. What happened? Did you find something incriminating? Well, I don't have the authority to tell you the exact balance on record, but I will say that the Moroccan Honey Company has no more than the minimum deposit in its account. What exactly does that mean? Basically, corporate accounts require an initial sum of capital to open. In this case, that base amount is all there is. From what you told me, that would leave tens of thousands of Mira accounted for. Minith has the construction of the factory, management of the fields, and more to cover. It is simply impossible for any minimum deposit to be capable of financing all of it. That much is clear. And despite him holding titles to the land and signing several deals, the balance hasn't changed a single time. It's suspicious to say the very least. By which I mean, this account appears to have been made for the sole purpose of gaining Derek's trust. Things clearly aren't adding up here, in more ways than one. Yeah, this is just the kind of evidence we needed. We appreciate your cooperation, Lenfei. Not at all. I'm glad I could be of assistance. Should you ever require anything more, please don't hesitate to ask. We'll keep that in mind. Okay, we have material on every suspicious aspect of Minith and his plan. Let's make our way back to Hayworth residence. Got it. Ba, 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 ba. Alright. It's the SSS. There you are. Mr. Grimwood, I'm glad you can make it. Did you just get back yourself, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I finished asking my business associates about the matter at hand. How do things go on your end? We were able to round up a few leads thanks to Mr. Grimwood. How about you, Mr. Hayworth? I did the same, in a manner of speaking. You see, I'm not quite sure what to make of it all. Well, you went through the trouble of digging up that info, so you may as well share with the rest of the class.
Agreed. The information may be beneficial to our investigation.
I suppose you're right. I asked my business associates if the name Mineth rang any bells, having never heard of it myself. What they informed me is that he's been making inquiries into a certain market since arriving in Crossbell.
And what market would that be?
Land prices in various locations throughout Crossbell.
Land prices? He sounds more like a real estate agent at this point. Why would a Quincy Company employee even need that kind of information?
The answer to that just might be instrumental to helping us figure out Mineth's true objective here.
You think so?
Certainly someone's worth considering. Incidentally, I may have discovered something else of note since we last saw one another.
Huh?
Harold, Chief Tolta, could I ask you to help me find something in my office?
Your office, Ian?
I don't mind, but is it important? Well, it isn't substantial enough to prove anything in and of itself, but we may be able to use it as a final nail in the coffin once you pin Mineth down.
You really got something like that up your sleeve, Grizzly Grim?
Possibly, but we may not make it in time, so please don't wait for us. You have to get to Armorica Village as quickly as you can. If Mineth is the criminal we think he is, then his plan could very well be in its final stages as we speak. I'm confident, however, that the evidence you have on hand will be enough for you to solve the case. Best of luck, SSS.
Got it. Thanks, Mr. Grimwood. Okay, guys, off to Armorica Village. It's time to reveal Mineth's true colors and stop his phony deals dead in their tracks. Right. Let's get the fuck out of here. Okay. If my controller will work. That'd be awesome. Let me go. To the garage. To the car. Right on out. Armorica Village. Not the Ravachenko song. Damn it! They'd already closed the deal? You six again. The special support section? Derek, Mineth, we have a few things we'd like to ask. What kind of agreements were you hoping to conduct today? Meddling in my affairs on my father's behalf again, are you? Please, Derek, there's no harm in answering their questions. After all, our plan has already been set into motion. And what do you mean by that? Right before you all arrived, Derek and I finished signing the requisite paperwork. In doing so, we have arranged to expand the operations of the Lotus Fields, lent to me by the villagers. The Quincy Company will then take over the management of the fields. What? You signed away the rights to almost all of the village agriculture. Is that really what you want, Derek? What are you talking about? Nothing's changing. I'm only transferring management of the fields to him. Yes, of course, it's quite simple, really. With my company, Harvesting the Honors, we'll be able to streamline production of the candy. A temporary transfer of the lands right into my company is a necessary first step to facilitate the process. What a crafty bastard. His scheme has reached its final phase, which means... Now then, Derek, I'll be delivering this contract to our main office. We'll be in touch come tomorrow. Look forward to good news. Sounds great. I'll be waiting. Lloyd, we can't let him get away. Before we go, Mineth, we have a few more questions. Oh? And what might they be? Well, for starters, are you aware of the allegations leveled against you? The primary of which, of course, is suspicion of fraud. What? That's absurd! How dare you insult Mineth like that? No, Derek, please calm yourself. Mineth? A special support section, was it? What could possibly make you suspect me of being a common criminal? Surely you have some manner of proof of your claim. That we do. Intriguing. Why don't you tell me about that all then? But first, let me remind you that I am an Imperial citizen. If it turns out your allegations are indeed entirely baseless, I will do what I must to right that indignity. Police officers though you may be. That's fine with us. Lloyd! Don't worry, Ellie. Let me handle this. Based on our investigation, there's no doubt in my mind that Mineth is guilty. I'm going to expose him as the fraud he is and show Derek the truth. How very glib.
If that's how you want to play this, then go right ahead. I'll answer anything you'd like. Well, your first question. Right, about your actions in Crossbell. There's a contradiction between you and what you said and what you've done. Could you please reaccount your actions for me? A contradiction? Very well. Since arriving in Crossbell, I have been cooperating with Derek to advance our plans. Said plan will result in the formation of the Armorican Honey Company, a subsidiary of the Quincy Company. It will specialize in producing candy made from the Armorica's high-quality honey. Combined with my company's acumen, it is a surefire success. The venture has already been approved by the city and is just about prepared to launch. Tell me, what is so contradictory about that? Well, everything. This plan is more like a charade from where I'm standing. Our investigation has uncovered a key discrepancy in what you said. You see, Mineth. Plan is underway. I think this is the correct one, but I want the extra DP, so I'm like positive that this is the correct one. Alright. The records we looked into the IBC reveal your mistake. You say this plan is prepared to launch. In reality, it hasn't actually made any progress at all. The IBC? What are you talking about? Consider this. If the Quincy Company truly did intend to go through with the plan in Crossbell, it would need a loan from the IBC to fund the construction and development of the subsidiary. Well, yes, of course. I registered the company within the city and opened a corporate account. But that's as far as you went, isn't it? The account for the Armorican Honey Company contained no more than the minimum balance required to open it. While we weren't told the exact amount, I would speculate it's only in the tens of thousands of Mira. Just how were you planning to build a factory and run a business with so little starting capital? You looked into my IBC account? This can't be true, can it, Minette? Please don't misunderstand, Derek. I never said there was any credence to their claims. I'm merely commenting on the audacity it takes to do something so invasive. Forget that! Explain why there's hardly any Amira in that account. Being an executive of the company, I must be especially judicious when it comes to moving money around. As such, I can't take out a loan on behalf of the Quincy Company. Of course, I'll be securing one from the IBC once I've received permission from the main office. Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. A deft evasion. Don't count us out just yet. I can tell Mineth is getting frustrated. If we continue to press him, the pile on the evidence, we can get him to crack. The look on your face tells me you have something more to ask. And it just so happens that I do. That was far from our only point of contention about you, Mineth. You're still not satisfied? Don't let them rattle you, Derek. This will be a good opportunity for me to clear your mind of any and all doubts. Next, I'd like to ask about you, Mineth. You say you're an executive of the Quincy Company, but is that really true? Wait, what are you implying? Are you trying to say that Mineth isn't associated with the Quincy Company at all? That's what our evidence points to. Oh goodness me, I didn't expect you to say something so outlandish. How about I show you my business card and employee ID? Those articles could easily be forged. Regardless, we have evidence that would supersede either of those. We found it in a Quincy Company informational brochure. An informational brochure? Oh yeah, the one in Mademoiselle's room. We recorded the main points in the detective notebook. The brochure comes directly from the Quincy Company's main office, so there's no doubt as to its authenticity. What's more, there's a clear discrepancy between its contents and what you told us yesterday. What I told you? That's right, something you mentioned made it clear to us that you aren't the executive you claim to be. His dislikes of sweets. Allow me to quote a statement you made yesterday. Despite working for the company, I've never been one for sweets. Do you deny this fact? Lloyd, how exactly is that relevant? That's right, I don't care for sweets. What of it? You're saying to say something, say that someone who dislikes sweets couldn't possibly work for a confectionery company?
Hello, Miles. Welcome.
A confectionery company in general, maybe, but not this one in particular. What are you on about? Who do you work for? The confectionery police department? This is what was written in the brochure. Prototypes are personally sampled by our executives, who, after many meetings, decide whether a product is worthy to go to market. Isn't that curious? What is that? Wait! It doesn't make sense that someone like Mineth, who dislikes sweets, would be hired by a company like Quincy. Not with a tradition like that. Wouldn't you agree? No, I mean, I've never said I hated sweets. That's not gonna work on us. You admitted to not liking them in this very conversation. How stupid do you think we are? Ugh. I love it when he goes police interrogation mode. I fucking love Lloyd. So that raises the question. Why would you lie about being an executive of the Quincy company? Oh, it's doing that thing again, like a stupid controller. I need a better cord for it. It's simple. You intended to gain Derek's trust before ripping him off. This is the only deduction I can make based on the evidence. As for the confectioner seeking to make use of Armoric as honey, the Quincy company was merely a name with a weight onto it, one that Minna threw around as a show of credibility. No, Lloyd is such a good protagonist. He's so good. One of my favorite for sure. I really want to make a video talking about him. I really like, depending on like how, I want to talk about him so much. He's so good. Both him and Estelle are such good protagonists. And like, for very similar, but like, for very parallel but different reasons, I think. Mineth, what is the meaning of this? You tricked me? Derek, don't allow yourself to be deceived by these scoundrels. What did you just call us? I mean, think about it for a second. Let's say for argument's sake that I did come to Armorica Village for the purpose of founding a fraudulent honey company. If that's being the case, I had an ulterior motive in deceiving my very good new friend Derek. Then what was it? Why would I go to such ridiculous lengths? If you have no proof to back your claims, then you have no right to call me a fraud. You should arrest yourselves for slander. We do bear the burden of proof, as well as providing a viable motive. As far as the motive goes, I think I have a pretty good idea. What? Are you sure, Lloyd? I barely even started untangling everything that's going on here. Don't worry, I've got this. The person who pointed us in the right direction today, who also went to retrieve the final piece of evidence we need. The last piece of the puzzle that outs Mineth once and for all. Quit the mumbling. If you have something to say, then out with it. With pleasure. You went with all these lengths to deceive this village with one goal in mind. Seizing land rights is what I think the correct answer is. Is it the correct answer? It is. Your true objective here is obtaining the land rights to Armorica Village itself. What? A trader we know named Harold Hayworth gave us some information about you. Immediately after arriving in Crossbow, you, Mineth, started looking into the land prices throughout the state. If you were employed by the Quincy Company in search of new business ventures, this would make no sense. So why do it? I can only think of one possibility. Seizing land was your aim for the very start. It was? Of all the outrageous schemes. There's more to it. Armorica Village is surrounded by scenic beauty, making it a high-value location. Suppose the deeds were sold to a third party who has prime real estate for a villa resort. How much more do you think they would go for? Land like this? I would estimate somewhere in the tens of millions of mira. That said, I don't think the villagers would ever agree to such an arrangement. Exactly. That's what made this whole fraudulent ruse painstaking as it was and as necessity. Now, if we assume your motive was to obtain the land itself, your actions become that much more clear. First, you obtain the rights to the lotus fields, the farmland, and the villagers' private property. Then, under the pretext of returning to your company's main office, you vanish from Crossville entirely. Finally, you sell the deeds on the black market and pocket the hefty sum of mira they're worth. That, Mineth, has been your plan the entire time. Mineth, I can't believe what I'm hearing. Lloyd! Is that... Thank goodness. Looks like we made it in time. Derek. Father? Mr. Hayworth? Aren't you from Mr. Grimwood's office?
I'm his assistant, Pete. He would come by himself, but he had to get back to drafting the Constitution. Did you come with evidence?
That we did. Ian said this would prove to be useful insurance.
You're all going to want to take a look at this. Pete produced a photograph for everyone to see. It was of a man who looked like a merchant with the same face as Minutes.
Oh. The man in the picture is... Why? Why do you have this?
A reporter Mr. Grimwood knew in the Empire gave this to him a long time ago. However, the man on this photo isn't named Minutes, it's Rittner. Oh my god. Rittner, I feel like we've heard that name recently. Ah, I remember. It's the name of the man who stole that Erebonian Baron's land. The one Mr. Grimwood told us about.
Oh yeah, that dude. That's right. I asked Ian about it again. He said there's no mistaking it. Well, this is a plot twist I wasn't expecting. Lloyd, why don't you two do Minute the honors? Tell him the only thing this photo could mean. With pleasure. The reason the man before us, Mineth, and the man in the photo, Rittner, look identical is... they're the same person. Mineth and Rittner are one and the same. They're the only explanation. And it's because they're the same person that their MOs are such a close match. Mr. Grimwood came to the same conclusion. This man must have been swindling down to an exact orbital science. You're a crook, Mineth. And as such, you'll be charged with attempted fraud. This, of course, on top of the fraud you previously committed in Erebonia. I can only guess how many skeletons we'll find in your closet once you get done with you.
I would very much like to hear all of the details in the department's interrogation room.
Damn you! I'm a professional. My work must be flawless. You meddlesome brats! Mineth. Don't get too full of yourselves just yet. You may have won this time. I won't be apprehended so easily. What? Come, my lovely beasts.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
What? Monsters?
They appear to be well trained too.
These cougars don't freaking tell me. No. Derek! Chief Tolta, it's too dangerous. Do you have any idea what you're doing? I know precisely what I am doing, hence why I'm doing it. Oh, don't think for a second you're trying to fight me. That is unless you don't value the lives of Derek and the villagers. Now step aside if you would. Fare thee well. For shall we never meet again. Derek! Damn it, we can't just let him escape! After him! Get in the fucking SSS car, Noel! No!
He managed to get away.
I've never been so frustrated! I can't believe a spineless coward like that gave him the slip! At least none of the villagers were hurt. Let's look at that silver lining. What a mess. If we come across him again, he won't be so lucky. For now, though, let's regroup with Chief Tolta and the villagers so we can report what's happened. That's a good idea.
What?
Can't thank you all enough for what you've done today. It's no exaggeration to say that you saved the village from the clutches of that con man. Though he still got away in the end.
Yes, but now the department knows to keep a lookout for him. It should only be a matter of time before he's caught.
Derek? I made a grave mistake and I put everyone through so much trouble. Just so they could fix it. I let that man rope me into his scheme and it nearly cost us all our livelihoods.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're not the one who's guilty.
Wrong. It's my fault completely. No two ways about it. I was so desperate to fix and reform our America that I ignored my father and almost drove it to the ground instead. I have no right to become the next village chief. That is where you're wrong. Father, I was so stuck on the old ways that I never tried to hear your proposals for what they were. I've known the village will go under We'll go on and maintain our current course, and yet, I've done nothing. It is my inaction that drove you to do this. Thus, I also must bear a large share of the responsibility for letting it happen. That's very admirable, Chief Tulta. Thanks to this crisis, I finally realized where I went wrong. The welfare of this village cannot hinge entirely on the ideology of a single stubborn old man. So instead, Derek, I would ask that you provide me with your input as well. We will with each contribute our ideas to discuss with the villagers. That is the only way we can ensure a future for Armorica. You're right. I'm so sorry, Father. From here on out, I'm going to dedicate myself to a betterment of the village. I'm happy the two of you were able to reconcile. Same. Makes almost losing your whole village to some crook worth it, wouldn't you say? Put a sock in it, Wazy. Learn how to read our room. I'm really sorry about him. I swear we've tried everything. At any rate, we owe you all. Wazy is just Wazy. He just says what he wants to say. We owe you an enormous debt. Allow me to express my thanks once more. I owe you my gratitude, Mr. Grimwood. It's a shame you couldn't be here. I'll pass your thanks on to Mr. Grimwood and let him know it happened. Even if I only played a minor role, I'm glad I could be of assistance. I look forward to our continued partnership, Chief Tulta. Same to you, Harold. If you could keep a lookout for Mineth, just in case he returns. And of course, you can always contact the SSS if you ever need our assistance. Hopefully I'll never be for anything related to this ordeal again. We'll be sure to keep you in mind. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, back to Crossbow City we go. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum. Okay. Tio's room. This should suffice. I think we get her thing now. Yo, Tio's gaming. Hey Tio, got a minute? I do. You may come in, Lloyd. Is it time to depart? Just about. HQ didn't need anything else in particular for us today. Not everyone's set to go yet, though, so you can take your time if you want. No need. I'm ready when you are. I see you've got some new additions to your room. Oh, the plushies are so cute. I love them. I've been building quite a collection. Crossbow has a significant advantage over neighboring countries when it comes to mascot-based merchandise. Tio and Annalise need to meet. They need to meet. Plushie connoisseur and plushie connoisseur. Just too fucking bad. Falcom hates Annalise, so I'm never gonna see her ever again. Despite, like, literally probably being able to be the next Cassius, but who cares? Whatever. Well, this is Mishi's hometown, after all. And thanks to Michelin Wonderland, his influence is spreading abroad, too. On that note, that pink Mishi over there, Michette, was it? She's his little sister, right? Correct. Michette is a quintessential little sister character, both harsh and protective on her helpless big brother. She contains multitudes. Does she now? How many multitudes could a palette saw possibly have? Shut up, Lloyd. Well, what about that black cat over there? He has the same design on your cushions. Is he related to Mishi? That would be Kagemaru. He is a cat owned by the protagonist of a recent much-beloved series of novels. Kagemaru's daring brands of cuteness and signature purr have contributed to a giant surge in his popularity. You don't say. Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure I've seen him offered as a prize in the casino. To be honest, I've never really understood the appeal of these guys. I mean, they're not exactly what I would call cute. Forget I said anything.
While your conclusion is fallacious, invalid, and most of all blasphemous, I can understand how you arrived at that. Mishi's charms are particular and nuanced, with his main selling point being his troubled-looking face. Kagemaru is more of an atypical mascot whose dour disposition makes him extra endearing to his fans and enthusiasts. Neither fits the conventional wisdom of what qualifies as cute, but that paradoxically is what makes them all the more so. You make a strangely compelling point. Well, I guess I never put that much thought into what people find so charming about them. But while we're on the subject, Tio, which do you prefer? Do you have a favorite? Now you've done it. What? I have tried to avoid this topic, tried to remain ambivalent for far too long. But now that your question has thrown open the floodgates, I will run no more. Tio, you're starting to scare me. We will revisit this grand debate after dinner tonight, at length. Brew yourself a pot of coffee, Lloyd. We have all night to cover every conceivable angle of this topic. She is so fucking autistic! I love her. She's like, you have done it now, Lloyd. You are going to listen to all of my hyperfixations, starting with Mishi. And then, but what about the book I was going to catch up on? My poor sleep schedule. Sorry, Lloyd. This is what it's like having being best friends with an autistic girl. We're just like this. We just act like this. All right, let's go turn in the side quest and then continue with the main quest. All right. Hell yeah. I kind of love listening to people hyperfixations on things. This is the perfect stream for you then, because I hyperfixate. I talk about my hyperfixations all the time. Look where we're playing. I could go up for hours about certain hyperfixations, like I could talk about hours about this series or RPGs in general, RPG music. I could talk about Sonic for hours. It's money that at me. 2,300? I don't have like any separate though, so. Which way is the main quest taking me? That's right, we're going. Oh, fuck, I forgot. I was so worried about Wald that I was like super forgetting. We gotta go to the doll studio. Max, I can talk about any one thing is like 3 minutes. I suck. No, it's okay. You don't. I wouldn't say you suck. Maybe you're just a listener. Did I also talk? Did I talk to everybody there is to talk to today? I suppose I could go check in. I can go check in with Ignis. See what's up here. Yo, Jed, Koki, and Dino still not back yet? Nah, just give them some time. They got some extra stuff to look into. Guessing you didn't dig up much on your end either, huh? About that. Sorry, we got nothing. We hit up his usual spots, but no one's seen him around. Figures. Seriously, where the hell is Wald? Oh, I'm worried about him. I didn't like the cutscene we saw a while ago. I want to see if Reese is around. I don't know if I've seen her today. I have fast travel. I could have fast traveled over here. Whatever. Taking a walk is nice sometimes. Especially in these games. I still can't believe I played through literally all of Sky's second chapter, by the way. Without the speed up function. Like, I was in the last dungeon of the entire fucking game. Before being told. Did I already talk to Reese on this day? I always forget when I talk to her. I always like to visit Grave. Oh, there she is. Oh, hello everyone. Good to see you again, Reese. Thank you again for the information you provided us yesterday. I'm happy that I could help. So what brings you here today? Well, actually, Ellie and Reese told their plans to visit the doll studio. Rosenberg Studio. I'm aware that it has some sort of connection to the society. Girls sort of intel for you, I guess. It's my understanding that George Rosenberg is a reasonable man who knows right from wrong. But still, that doesn't change the fact that he has ties to Ouroboros. I urge you to exercise caution if you intend to meet with him. Don't worry, we will. Thanks for looking out for us, Reese. I need to. Oh, there actually there is something I should do before heading to the doll studio. I'm pretty sure after this game, Reese is also another fucking character that they just like forgot about. I'm not gonna complain about that until I, you know, play through Cold Steel and catch up on everything. I want to buy healing items. I want to see if I can buy EP Charge 2s. I want to buy a lot of those. Give me some Tira bombs as well. Do I have revival bombs? I have a couple. You never know when you might need some supplies. Alright. Now we can get going. Okay. I just realized Randy's the first character to reach over 10,000 HP. Good job, Randy. I think I like this party for this segment. Okay, I can one-shot these guys. Cool. It's a good thing too, because I want some Sepith. Wait, hold on. Orment, you have a Spirit Breaker and a Septium Vein that I kind of want to throw on. I like having extra Septium. I actually wouldn't mind throwing Swordbreaker on. This gives him a couple good defensive stuff. I can't remember if Earth Pulse. I wish I had an action too. I mean, honestly, this is probably the best I'm gonna get for now. Only one breath user is kind of rough, though. Oh, I guess Lloyd also has it, so It's okay. Prevent delay, prevents confuse. We'll do that, just put on, like... Okay, sorry about that delay. Just want to make sure my equipment and everything was well sorted out. Hey, look! A moving truck. A moving truck. Thank you again, Meister. You've been a great help. With these, we'll be all set for the debut of our new performance in a couple of days. Adios above, your troop is far too demanding with its request, each and every one of them. Tuning the automata would have been work enough, but designing an entirely new stage set on top of that? I'm a busy man, you know. I really do apologize for that. Isla and the troop leader can have some pretty lofty standards sometimes. That extra mechanism they asked you to install was something they just couldn't live without. Doesn't matter now. I have no issue with lending my studio's expertise to serve your plays. I'm sure the goddess would prefer it to the alternative. Thank you? Come to think of it, Meister, we haven't received a response to our invitations yet. Our Lucile would be honored to have you attend the show. It'd be our pleasure after the amazing set and automata you've provided us. Your mirror is thanks enough. I appreciate the gesture, but I said I'm a busy man. Oh. I told him he wouldn't go for it. Still, I'd love for him to see how his hard work is being used on the stage at least once. Pardon us. Huh? Wait, aren't you the SSS? We are. You're the stage technician from the Lucile, correct? Yep, the name's Heinz. I'm in charge of the props and equipment and such. What are all of you doing out here? Come to see the Meister? Something like that. We had a little matter we wanted to consult him about. Are you here to pick up a commission? Yeah, we had an order for an automaton tune-up for some new set pieces. It was kind of on short notice with the debut of the revival performance coming up, but he did us a real solid getting it done so quickly. Oh boy, to tell you the truth, everyone in the troop owes the Meister a Torum. You don't say. Speaking of which, isn't the revival performance only a couple of days away? That's right, Isla and the others are kicking it into high gear right about now. Heck, I've been getting into it myself with all the changes we've made. Have you now? Sounds like you're all primed to put up a real box office hit. That's the idea, but whoops, I'm a little behind schedule. Gotta get back up there and set this all up. See you guys later. Stop by and say hi to everybody when you get the chance. We'll be sure to. Be careful on your way back. Okay. The hell? Am I the only one out of the loop here? You tell me that old timer's the one behind all the theater magic Lucile's got going on? It appears that way. I could tell their wire flying technology was advanced, but I never came to the conclusion that it originated from here. Well, at least you know the Meister is in right now. I'm not sure if he'll be willing to tell us anything about the society, but we'll never know if we don't ask. Right. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. Once you enter the doll studio, you'll be unable to visit other areas outside of Crossbow City for the rest of the day. Lloyd used the iron knocker attached to the gate. Excuse us! This is the Crossbow Police Special Support Section. Meister Rosenberg, we'd like to have a word with you. There's no need to shout. My hearing's still perfectly fine. Whatever business you have must be important if you come all this way. I don't have much time to spare, but I will make an exception this once, so as long as you keep things short. What? She's so cute! Oh, Rosenberg doll? An automated one by the looks of it. Enter the little one will guide you. See to it that you don't wander anywhere you're not supposed to. I guess it can't talk, not that I was expecting it to. Get a load of this gal. Sure doesn't look like any machine I've ever seen.
Mind taking us to where your master is, little miss?
I think we're supposed to follow her.
Right, we probably shouldn't keep the Meister waiting. Ouroboros, what kind of enemy are we dealing with? Now Lloyd's group's getting involved in some Ouroboros shenanigans. Alright. Lloyd and the rest of the SSS then follow the automaton inside. After going through it felt like a maze, they emerged into an underground section of the studio. I want to say, I love high fantasy, don't get me wrong. But I think Trails does, has, the whole Ouroboros, everything around Ouroboros is super sci-fi. And I think it's super cool. I love high fantasy, but it has a mixture of that that really weird science that no one can really explain, but it's super futuristic to them, and it's super sci-fi and shit like that in a high fantasy world where airplanes don't exist, but things are powered by this orbital energy, this magic, and stuff like that. And that's we have an energy source that's harnessed, but you don't have normal energy sources. I think that's super cool. How throughout the games we're in in the timeline 1700 whatever in the series. I love how we are literally seeing a revolution of technology happening ever since the beginning of Sky first chapter, when we learned about black orb mints and different orbital machines. Once we got the Zace, it's super cool. I just wanted to mention really interesting stuff. I'm such a nerd when it comes to this stuff. I just love it so much. It's such good world building. Final Fantasy could never. After going through what it felt like a maze, they emerged in an underground section of the studio. Oh, this is the room we saw that Ren was in. Oh fuck, is that Potter Mater? Did she leave Potter Mater behind? Or is that just a different model? What is this place? It's incredible. Whoa! Is that it? The giant orgasm you mentioned before? Yeah. Ren used it back at the Sun Fort. I believe she called it Potter Mater. So this is where it's been. The hell's all this mechano crap doing down here anyway? I thought it was supposed to be a doll studio. I believe those terminals are connected to the orbital network. This must have been where Kitty was remotely hacking the network. Well, what is it you want? Oh my god, if we ever... I know that I'm thinking way too far ahead, but... the Sky first chapter remake, I'm super excited for it, and I really want... I think it's gonna do amazing. I think as long as they don't fuck up... Falcom doesn't fuck up on their end, because they're scaring me with some of the news that's coming out. As long as they don't fuck up the English release, because obviously they won't fuck up the Japanese release, they're a Japanese studio. As long as they don't mess up the international release, and it sells really well, and they market it really well. Because that is my most anticipated game, period. Because I think they did say they were gonna remake SC in third chapter if they sold well. And I really hope, because there are so many things I want to see in 3D, and from what I've seen, I haven't spoiled myself anything, but the 3D games, they all look good. They all look really good. But I really want to see these amazing environments, the ones in Crossbell, the ones in Sky the Third. I want to see Sky the Third in 3D. It'd be so trippy, so cool.
The longer I think about Sky the Third, the more I actually really love it. It's kind of weird because I feel like I got into Trails like however many months ago, earlier in the year, because someone in Twitch chat was like, "Have you heard of this video game series?" I went, "No," and I looked it up and it looked cool as fuck. So I bought, and then I bought Cold Steel 1 and Trails in the Sky first chapter, because I thought it was like Final Fantasy where the arcs were like separate. No they're not. But, and I played Sky, I loved Sky, I bought second chapter and third chapter immediately, during a sale, earlier this year. I think it was like the beginning of the summer sale, I bought all of Cold Steel. And then like, I'm pretty sure by the time I catch up on it, Daybreak 2 will be out, the Sky first chapter remake will be out, and I'll definitely be playing that. Like, I already plan on doing a replay of the Sky games on Nightmare mode, just because, like, I hate myself. Meister, I should continue the story. Meister George, is a... Thank you for allowing us to come in and speak with you. We have a few questions we're hoping to ask. Would they, by any chance, be happen to about what Campanella has been up to? So you know, do not misunderstand. You are correct that I have ties to the society. In the end, however, I am nothing more than a humble doll maker. I am not directly involved with whatever grand scheme they have planned. So in other words, you can't tell us exactly what Campanella is plotting to do. I do not know, nor am I in a position to know. However, you should understand that he is an enforcer, not an Anguis. He is not authorized to propose plans for the society to pursue. The Anguis, rather, are the ones who draft such arrangements. Anguis were not mentioned that much, other than the fact that Wiseman was one. Now, hold on just a minute. This is a little too much to take in all at once. Isn't this insider information? Should you really be giving it to us so easily? This is hardly confidential. There are many on the continent who know this already. The Church, the Guild, the intelligence agencies of the major powers, and even that is only scratching the surface. And the society is so widely known, yet still you are able to freely continue making dolls here. As I said, I am not even in a position to know all of the society's inner workings. Take the Archasms, for example. Their construction relies on technologies from many other workshops besides this one. My studio is but one scale in the ever-coiling serpent. Which is why the Church and Guild will never set foot in here without due cause. I suppose that makes sense. So this isn't one of the 13 factories. I want to know how those are important. Someone like you is more valuable while you're still attached to the snake, which makes you a handy source of info. Correct. That being said, the studio has already been preemptively outfitted for any consanctuaries. Even should you break the front door with an arrest warrant, all of you find is empty and meager doll studio. Nothing more. Not even Potter Motter. Well, would you like to try your hand at taking me into custody after hearing all that? You may not have another chance. No, that's not why we're here. You've made your points, and we'd like to inquire further if you're willing to answer. Lloyd, I guess that's all we can do, but it doesn't mean I like it. A wise decision. I take you'd like to know something more concrete than the veiled statements and broad outlines. Narrow your questions down to 3. I'll answer if I can. Fair enough. What 3 things should we ask him about? I want to know about the Anguists. That's right, we have seen... Yeah, we've seen... Okay, well, we know Wiseman. That guy's dead. And then the other one, and then the one on the right is the weird guy. I confused the girl on the left with one of the Girls Ritter Knights. The one that appeared at the beginning and end of Sky the Third, talking to Kevin.
The Anguists. They are the 7 snake apostles who live and serve to realize the Grand Master's plans. Even I do not know all of their identities. However, I'm aware of the anguish that will be arriving in Crossbow before long. Is there any way you can tell us more about them? One is a man, the 6th Anguis. To be precise, he leads the 13 factories that comprise Ouroboros' technological network. He is the Society's greatest theoretician and engineer with an insatiable appetite. Needless to say, he's a contemptible man. These guys, there's so many layers to this fucking organization. You clearly have a high opinion of him. Like, the story was already deep in Sky's 2nd chapter, and then the organization is deeper than just Wiseman. Like, are you kidding me? The Oriole was such a big deal, and you're telling me that's just a fraction of the bigger story? The Orbital shutdown phenomenon was a huge thing that happened, and you're telling me that was just a small part of the piece of the puzzle? Are you fucking kidding me? What is happening? You clearly have a high opinion of him. Just how contemptible are we talking? Contemptible. I hope I'm saying that word right. Contemptible? He is the sort of man who cares for nothing but satisfying his own intellectual curiosity. I am unsure what he hopes to achieve by coming to this land in person. But I can say this for certain. His arrival is anything but good news for Crossbell. I'll take your word for it. He will not be alone, however. The 7th Anguis, the Steel Maiden, will also be coming to Crossbell. The Steel Maiden? That's got an ominous ring if I've ever heard one. She's an enigma, to say the least. Briefly put, she is a masterful warrior, whom you have no hope of defeating, even if you were to face her all at once. She's that strong? Huh. Trying to wingman your fellow conspirators, I see. If I was merely a word of warning. Unlike the 6th Anguis, I've heard the 7th Anguis is a virtuous individual. I'm pretty sure, I feel like, I don't know, man, Wiseman had to be weak as fuck, because I feel like Estelle and Joshua, he ascended to godhood, essentially, and then got turned to salt. Like the 6th Anguis, I've heard the 7th Anguis is a virtuous individual. However, if you were to face her unprepared, it would surely cost your lives. Okay, these are the 3. The D therefore G cult you in. As far as I know, the 2 sides have never had any direct ties. Having said that, it is the fact that the Society was the one that destroyed the lodge where Ren was being held. What? You're referring to Paradise, right? Yeah, I believe Loe and Joshua raided that way back when. Yes, my understanding is that the cult used it to lure in and exploit influential individuals from around the continent. In all likelihood, it was brought down because it began to target influential individuals the Society was backing. It's nothing short of a miracle that Ren survived that place. That hellhole deserves to get wiped out, but it's not like that makes Ouroboros the good guys either. I hope you didn't expect that explanation to win us over. As I said, I am only telling you what I know. Take it how you will. I've asked about the Society's grand scheme. As I already told you, even I am not familiar with the details. From what I've heard, in passing, I do know what it is called. The Phantasmal Blaze Plan. Phantasmal Blaze? No, there's a name rife with symbolism. This plan doesn't entail causing some sort of widespread incident in Crossbell like the one in Liberal last year. That can't be! There's no way we can just let that happen! Stop making me repeat myself. I do not know of the details. What I can tell you is that the Society's intervention here pales in comparison to what happened in Liberal. The Society prefers to operate from the shadows above all else. They aren't the type to make their moves on the surface. Was that supposed to make us feel better? Because it sure as hell ain't working. Seconded, the fact that you can't give us nothing but the names makes whatever they're doing all the more suspect. Now we're done. That makes 3 questions I've answered. You've taken up enough of my time. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave now. But, Lloyd, Fine, that's what we agreed, so we'll just be going for now. Would you mind if we return for another one of these talks? If I feel so inclined. Keep the following in mind. It is not only Ouroboros that you should have your sights set on. There are other forces to be cautious of in the wake of Crossbell's bid for independence, wouldn't you say? I guess so. That man's got a point. It sounds like you probably know a thing or two or three about that too. Maybe so. Maybe not. Off you go. Follow the little one like you did on your way out here. If you wander off, I can't guarantee your safety.
We didn't die. That was good. We didn't die. Okay. I feel like we got a lot of useful information. Or at least a lot of useful insight and perspective. I feel like I just came out of a bad dream. The Phantasmal Blaze plan, and the two Anguists making their way to Crossbell to enact it. It's so fantastical I can barely bring myself to believe it. Just how dangerous are they? From what I've heard about the Liberal incident, very. We can't take the threat they pose lightly. Still, if what the Meister told us is true, whatever they're planning at Crossbell isn't as extensive as it was in Liberal. That's a relief. I hear they had an enormous battleship to contend with. Not to mention that giant archasm, Potter Mater. Where did you get that info? The first there's now a label is classified. Don't tell me you hear about these kinds of things while working as a host, too. My lips are sealed. Is something wrong, you two? Well, yeah, just a little. Teotop might be able to explain it better than I could. You mind? I will make an attempt. Having seen the automaton that guided us in and out of the studio, it's become clear that the Society is far more mischievous than they are malevolent. Mischievous? Yes, they have more technological prowess than both the Epstein Foundation and Zay's central factory, yet squander it by choice. Consider the research necessary to develop Potter Mater. It would have been more practical to use those same resources to build 50 airships. You think so? Perhaps they have a source of funding one deeper than we may realize. Maybe, but whether you're an army or a crime syndicate, efficiency is typically the highest priority of any organization. Recreation typically doesn't have much of a place there, if at all, but Ouroboros turns all of that right on its head. That makes their motives and rationale all the more baffling to me. Took the words right out of my mouth. Thing about it is, no matter how many Anguists and Archasms they've got hiding up their sleeves, the Red Constellation and Hue are probably more of an actual threat, realistically speaking. And not even taking into account whether the Empire and the Republic are up to. That's true. Put all four of them into one autonomous state together, you had a disaster waiting to happen. This kitchen already has too many cooks without the Society. The big question is, what do they plan to bring to the table? Who's to say? Even backing the terrorists at the trade conference was allegedly on a complete whim of their parts. They don't seem to have an interest in involving themselves with conventional power struggles. In that case, would that make what they are working with toward as unconventional as everything else they are too? That would mean we're completely in over our heads trying to do anything about it. All we can say for sure is, whatever it is, it can't be good for Crossbell. At any rate, we should return home for now. I want to relay all of this to the Chief after that. We should do the same for the CGF and the Guild. Regardless of what the Society is after, the least we can do is make sure we're ready for them. I agree. Good call. Back to the city we go. That was a lot of information to process. I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start some water and boil some and like get some rice going, which I just have to put on low for like. I don't have a rice cooker. I can't afford one right now, but eventually I will have a rice cooker. Eventually. 14 minutes. Okay. Let's head back to Crossbell City. Alright. I feel like there's only gonna be like 5 chapters or something, or 5 or 6 chapters in this game. But I feel like in the last like 2 chapters, it's gonna like hit me over the head with some sort of like information, like plot twist bullshit. Because Kia's been doing some weird shit since the end of last chapter, and it's concerning me. I have food in my mouth, hold on. I have to take my meds too, I forgot. There we go. Oh, my enigma. Who could it be? I get the feeling someone's in need of our services. Special support section, Lloyd Banning speaking. Lloyd! Thank goodness I finally got a hold of you. Oh, hi Fran. Have you been trying to contact us for a while? I have, but for some reason none of my calls are able to get through. I haven't tried everyone else's in the MS too, but total no-goes. There must be an orbital wave jammer in the basement of the studio. Sorry about that. We ended up wandering out of the signal range. What's going on? Do you have an urgent support request for us? Not quite, no. Half an hour ago, there was a train derailment on West Crossville Highway. A what? Are you serious? I wish I wasn't. The 2nd Division is en route to investigate the scene. The CGF's on its way too, so there's probably no need for you to go. But I figured I should keep you guys in the loop, just to be safe. Got it. Thanks for telling us, Fran. If you find out more, let us know as soon as you can. Roger that. Is something the matter? Did Fran have something important to tell us? Well, Lloyd informed the team of the train derailment that took place on the West Crossville Highway. What the hell? A derailment? It just went off the tracks? Yeah. Fran said the 2nd Division and CGF are on their way there, so we can probably leave it to them. Then again, it would be hard to turn away from something so concerning. I'll say, the time is a little too suspicious for my taste. I have my doubts that this is just a mere accident. Lloyd, what should we do now? We have to wait until the end of the day to report on what we learned about the society. For now, let's go to the scene of the accident. We can't overlook the possibility that some sort of foul play was involved, whether from a cryptid or otherwise. At the very least, we can lend a hand investigating the crash site. Agreed. We should hurry. Probably best to take our new ride if we're looking to get there ASAP. Things have started moving. Uh-oh. Were those ambulances just now? Correct. All of them were registered to St. Ursula Hospital. There are 3 of them too. Damn. Do you suppose they were transporting those who were injured from the derailment? Given the timing, I wouldn't doubt it. Cecile and the rest of the hospital are gonna have a long day ahead of them. We have to get to the scene of the accident. Roger that! Those buses just now. They looked like the ones used to carry people traveling to and from the Republic. They must be transporting the rest of the passengers that were on the train. Damn, what a shit show. It makes me wonder how extensive the scale of the accident is. Oh, yo, Lloyd, you guys made it. Hey, friends, so you're on this case too. Hello there, Noel, Randy. Thank you both for coming as well. Of course. Good to see you, Dahlia. Looks like we're in the place. Where's the situation? Commander Bales and the police are currently investigating the scene of the accident. Inspector Donovan and Detective Raymond of the 2nd Division are leading our department's efforts. From what I could tell, I want to see Noel on a Cybertruck. She would... Okay. Estelle gets the pass. But, not Estelle, Noelle. But Noelle, think about Noelle. Noelle wouldn't be caught dead driving a shit-ass car like a Cybertruck. You kidding me? When they got the SSS mobile right here? Looks like a mess the train would clean off the tracks. It's gonna take a long time to get things cleared and repaired. And what are the passengers? No fatalities, thank the goddess, but a few were in a critical condition. Those most in need of medical attention were carried away by ambulances a little while ago. Yeah, we saw them on our way here. And the other passengers, they were transferred to buses for the remainder of their trip. Yeah, there was one round for them to arrange for passengers headed for Crossbow City, and another for those going to Altair. It was chaos sorting it all out. I can imagine. It's not every day you have to do damage control for an accident this severe. Speaking of which, we should make our way to the scene ourselves. Are we clear to pass through? Yeah, you should be good to go. Doubt anyone's gonna complain. Feel free to head in whenever you're ready. Oh, over here. Oh no. Ooh. Wow, bad train accident. How were there no fatalities? How were there no fatalities? Wow, goddamn. Oh boy, this is some accident we've got on our hands. Do you know what caused the derailment yet? Oh, as you can see, the investigation is still underway. The current working theory is that the trunk car was derailed due to a fallen rock on the track. The rest followed suit. My apologies, but I'm going to have to insist that any members of the media leave the accident site. Crossbone's built sturdy, I guess. True. We need to focus on beginning the cleanup and repair efforts immediately. Seriously? Look, Commander Bales! I understand that the police would like to prioritize the investigation. However, this is the Transcontinental Railroad we're standing on, the most important transit line in all of Zemuria. We're under pressure from Mayor Kreis, the Imperial and Republican governments, and the Railroad Corporation to fix this ASAP. The CGF has no choice but to comply. I get your logic, ma'am, I really do, but... I'm with the detective. If you don't get to the bottom of what happened here, it can happen again, right? I am aware, however, I can only permit that the investigation be carried out concurrently alongside the repairs, which will be until this evening at the very latest. That is how long we've been given. The heavy machinery we relinquished will be arriving. Requisitioned will be arriving soon. We need to... Hold on just a moment. The SSS. Whoa, it's Lloyd and the gang. Ah, you guys came to skip about the scene too, huh? Please excuse us, Commander. Did we hear you correctly? You're going to start cleaning up the accident before a proper investigation can be made? You're still a member of the CGF Seeker. I trust you haven't forgotten how vital this rail line is to the Crossbell. I didn't want to put this so bluntly. But if we delay repairing the railroad, it'll give the Empire and the Republic all the excuse they need to intervene. I know that, but... it's far from an unlikely scenario, unfortunately. Not much I can do to protest against an argument like that. Give me a break. We still have a duty to get to the bottom of this mess. Commander Bales, give us just 30 minutes. No, till that equipment arrives.
We'll get this all sorted out.
You?
Yes, given Crossbell's current political climate, I'm not ready to chalk this accident up to just an unfortunate coincidence. Don't you think we should at least determine whether there are any foul play involved?
It is also possible that this accident is relevant to our cryptid investigation.
Look at it this way. You let us do our thing and everyone walks away with some peace of mind.
I never thought I'd see the day that I would be the impatient one between the two of us, Orlando. Very well, Inspector Donovan. We will start by prioritizing the investigation of the accident scene. Once the equipment arrives, however, our focus will shift to fixing the rails.
Don't hear any complaints from us. Let's do this.
And we'll just stay out of your hair while we collect our material. I have no objections. You are free to look around until the formal repairs begin, on the condition that you in no way interfere with the investigation of the site. Am I clear? Crystal!
Would you mind if we got a first-hand look at the scene as well, Inspector? Don't even have to ask. We'll tackle it together. You should speak with the conductor. He's resting over there. He'll be your best bet, most likely. Unfortunately, the engineer got nicked up in the crash and was taken to the hospital. Understood. Alright, let's get to investigating.
What's the word, Lloyd? You figure anything out?
No, nothing yet. What about you, Grace? Any leads who can help with our investigation?
Well, let's see. I've been thinking about it, and I know these kinds of accidents can and do happen sometimes. But there's something really off about this one. The timing and location are just as bad as they could have been. You're right. Not only is an accident this severe rare, it happened while in Crossbell. While Crossbell is in flux over the independence proposal, it calls into question whether this was something more purposeful than just a twist of fate. I've got my suspicions, but they're just that. Wouldn't want to fill your head with baseless hunches. Anyway, good luck on your investigation. If you find anything out, anything juicy, better give me an inside scoop.
We'll do what we can.
I believe most passengers who are not taken to the hospital are transferred to the bus to the Republic.
Unfortunately, that means we can't take any statements from them now. Well, sometimes you gotta work with what you got. Speaking of which, have you spoken with the conductor yet? He's resting by that rock over there. He was too shaken to remember anything useful when we talked to him earlier, but he's calmed down by now.
What rock?
We investigated each individual car as much as we could, just to be thorough. But unfortunately, it didn't turn up anything. No clues to be had. You sure? No one thinks suspects on a train that large? Not really. It's just passengers, luggage in there now. Nothing seems off about any of it. All signs are pointing to the derailment being caused by some external force. Yeah, I guess so.
Hey Muriel,
how's the repair work going?
I would say it's proceeding just as well as the investigation is. But until the heavy machinery arrives to help us move the train itself, there's only so much we're able to do. For now, the best we can manage is clear the debris off the tracks.
I figured that'd be the case. Pull it ahead if you need it.
No, you don't have to figure yourself out. The 6 of you should focus on figuring out what happened. We'll inform you if we discover anything that might help.
Oh, what a day. I should be thanking the goddess I'm okay, at least compared to the poor people who got carted all the way over those ambulances. I've never seen a train fly off the track so violently before. You're the conductor, correct? If you wouldn't mind, could you give us your account of what happened at the time of the derailment? Sure, if that's what you want. I'll do my best to tell you what happened. The detective over there asked me earlier, but I think I was still too shaken to give a halfway decent statement. It all happened so suddenly, you know? I couldn't help being a little out of it.
That's perfectly understandable, with how severe the accident was. We can't expect you to recall every little thing. Any normal person would be in shock after going through something like that.
Exactly. As things stand, even the tiniest detail could prove helpful. Do you remember seeing or hearing anything suspicious? Anything at all? Suspicious? Well, now that you mention it, yeah, maybe. Something spring to mind? It was right before the derailment happened, while I was on the comms of the engineer. He just started yelling out of nowhere. I remember shouting, "What is that?" Or something along those lines. The accident happened moments later. The front car derailed, and the rest of them followed one after another. And well, you know how the story goes from there.
Now I'm out here talking to you. Evidently, the engineer was caught by surprise. From the sound of it, he must have seen something he couldn't believe. Which leaves us with one question. What was it that he spotted? Lloyd really wanted to run over here, I guess. I want to check back here for anything. Oh! It looks like the train scraped alongside the walls. Damn. This is a bad train accident. Look at all the marks on the cliffside. They're enormous. Looks like the whole surface has been carved into. Parts of the ground have been gouged out too. The train must have derailed towards the left-hand side. Quick question. Why do you suppose these streaks on the wall are so blue? I believe that would be flecks of paint. Oh yeah, holy shit. That's gotta be it. You can tell it's the same color as the train cars themselves. After the train derailed, it must have scraped against the rocks for a ways, leaving those blue skid marks. No doubt, but look how far along they run. How would the train even stay against the wall for that long? Looks like we might need to rethink the actual circumstances that led to those marks. I'm just gonna investigate everything. Started here. Makes offering of oven roasted veggies. Wait, I want that. Yummy. Interesting. I think it's whatever that creature wall has become. I want to make sure I've combed like everything. This music is really good, by the way. Like, holy. If guardsman, I don't think you'll have any need to worry about that. Red onion, carrots, and chickpeas. Ew, I don't like carrots. Cleanup and repair efforts to be completed as planned. When planned, anything less is not an option. Do I make myself clear? This would be the locomotive, and the most essential car of the train. Without one, it would be unable to move at all. My rice is almost done. Inside is the engineer's cab and the orbital engine produced by the Rainford Company. That is all very educational and all, but doesn't something about this seem off to you? I'm just about thinking the same thing. There's not nearly as much damage on it as what I pictured. You're right. It's a little unnatural considering it's the frontmost car. Think about it. Had it collided with something head-on, it wouldn't still be in this pristine. Whatever caused the derailment must have hit it somewhere else. On this side... What do you suppose happened here? We were thinking a rock must have rolled down the nearby cliff and derailed the train. Maybe this is where it made impact. The possibility is there given the spherical dent on the side. I don't know about that. How do you explain the giant scratches here in the center then? What do you think about it? The position's a lot farther up than you expect too. I don't suppose a simple fallen rock would have left marks like these. If that's the case, then what did collide with the train? Okay, I think we've gathered as much intel here as we can. We have already? Enough for Lloyd anyway. It better be enough for him because it's sure as hell haven't connected any dots. I may have put a thing or two together on my end. What's our next step? Should we review the information we have thus far? Yeah, let's do that. We should call over the commander and Inspector Donovan too. So, has your investigation yielded anything insightful? My rice is ready. I'll go get it real quick. I'm hungry. I have my rice. It's just plain rice, but I cracked 3 eggs into it. And I seasoned a little bit, because I don't have much right now. I had to call a plumber over to my house. And then it cost me like half my paycheck, so I have to wait till the end of this week to actually buy like a bunch to stock up on food. Alright. So, has your investigation yielded anything insightful? That's the hope. First, I want to address the possibility of the derailment being caused by a fallen rock on the tracks. For more investigation, I believe it's safe to rule out that possibility. Really? Why? I take you have some line of reasoning to back that claim up? Naturally, you see. What rules out the possibility of a fallen rock? Less damage at the front of the locomotive. We found more than a few areas of suspicion during our investigation. But the decisive factor was how pristine the front of the locomotive still was. Could you explain further? It's true that there's less damage to the front, but what does that prove? Logically, their little drawings, so cute. Logically, if the derailment was caused by a fallen rock landing on the train tracks, the train would have collided with it head-on. For this massive high-speed train lose balance and derail, the impact would simply be substantial. If that had really happened, then the evidence would have been more apparent. Oh, I think I get it. When all's said and done, the front of the first car is hardly dinged up at all. So that rules out the initial and most obvious explanation. Indeed it does. That is a fact we can't afford to overlook. In that case, what do you suspect is the true case of the derailment? At first I had to consider whether this was possibly the work of some kind of explosive. Explosive? You're saying this could have been a Jaeger operation? Or worse, a terrorist group? I'll admit, my mind wandered there pretty quickly too. So I kept my eyes peeled. As far as I could tell, there weren't any traces of explosives. I would hope not. We'd already accounted for that, and we didn't find anything of the sort either. So after ruling that out, there's only one other possibility left remaining. There was indeed a collision, but not from the front. Whatever was rammed itself into the train on the right-hand side. Excuse me? Rammed? Like on purpose? That's insane. This is starting to sound less like a train derailment, more like a car chase. Now I understand. That would explain the dent on the right side of the locomotive. Here's why I think it went. First, our unknown culprit landed right next to the train as it barreled down and tracked at full speed. That was likely the moment the conductor heard the engineer yelling on the comms. After that, the assailant began to run alongside the train before ramming it in the side, causing a dent. The force led the leaning locomotive to derail towards the left-hand side. But our assailant didn't stop at that. It continued to push the locomotive into the cliff and far the end. From there, the train eventually skidded to a stop, leaving marks on the rocks along the way. As the cars following behind, they ended up scattering off the rails in every direction. Wow. Holy shit, Lloyd. That's my working hypothesis, given what we know right now. Huh? Well done. You really are Guy's little brother, you know? Hell, your sleuthing skills may even be better than his. No kidding. Guy's style of investigating was less thorough and more instinctive. Hey, watch it. He's ours. And we're proud to have him. Kudos, oh wise leader. Even I couldn't think that far ahead. Very impressive. But it does leave one question, Detective Bannings. The identity of this unknown culprit. Do you suspect this is the work of some sort of monster? Or was this perhaps caused by another one of those recent spotted cryptids? When we look at the facts, was the accident caused by a cryptid? I mean, it's likely for sure. There's no question a cryptid would have the strength to derail a running train based on our experience. But while I can understand why that would be the most likely explanation, I can't say for certain just yet. I agree. Cryptids have only spawned in the presence of the higher elements thus far, and I sense no sign of them. Not to mention we didn't see those blue plants anywhere nearby either. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. However, this only further raises the question of just what it is we're dealing with. Society's sarcasms are a possible candidate too, though I'm not sure how likely that is. Are they really the type to resort to such a drastic and blatant attack? Uh-oh. What was that? It sounded like a monster! And it's no ordinary one either, judging by that blood-curdling cry. Let me scan the area. Uh-oh. Where is it? Where? Rand's got the photo quartz ready. We're getting a shot one way or another. You can't be serious, Grace. Distance, 10 cells, moving, and is escaping to the west. Let's chase after it. Roger, Wilco. Affirmative. What are you out of your minds? The CGF will back you up. No, you should keep working on the cleanup efforts. You have a schedule to keep. We'll go give case. If you're certain. I'm not entirely comfortable with it, but we have no other choice. Someone has to be here when the heavy machinery arrives. Stay in contact. If anything happens, we'll come to your aid. Understood, ma'am. Grace, you would happen to be planning to come along with us, would you? Well, can't deny I was considering it. I get it. Situation seems stickier than usual, so I'll hang back this time. For now, we'll head back to Crossville City and draft up a breaking report. As soon as we get the rest of our people together, we'll return to gathering some more material. That should be safe enough. Besides, if you guys follow us and got attacked, you might never get the chance to make a report. I can say that again. I don't know what this thing you're chasing is, but it's gotta be nasty if it's a whole lot of derailment. Better be careful, and come back in one piece. I won't be able to get an interview out of you otherwise. We will. Thanks, Grace. Alright, let's start our pursuits. First, we need to head west on the highway. Clara, let's go bag us a monster. I guess we'll just keep going. I'm pretty sure this monster, whatever it is fucking wall, dude. I keep forgetting. It's free Sepet. There it is again. It's coming from the west. Don't gotta have Tiotel levels of perception to tell that much. It almost feels as we're being beckoned, like when we first met Zeit. I concur. However, unlike them, I am sensing a hostile intent. Either we're dealing with a monster of considerable intelligence, or something else entirely. Regardless, we need to be careful. Oh, I'm scared. Oh, I'm afraid. What was that? It sounded like something shattering. It wasn't an explosion either. It came from the south. Hurry! Uh-oh. The gate was broken, right? Holy shit. Just look at this. This gate is supposed to be made of some kind of reinforced alloy, too. Unbelievable. There's no way this was done by some ordinary monster. What? Was derailing a moving train not enough? What the hell are we going up against here? Well, no time to sleep on it. We better continue the pursuit before it gets away. Oh no! Oh god! I have a theory. I have a hypothesis. I have a guess what's happening. Yeah, good point. Why is Wazy acting so strange? Fucking, he's going towards the police academy. That's where the guy Ernest is locked up, cause he didn't die. That's where he's locked up. So maybe he's definitely on some form of Geonosis. However the fuck he got it, we'll never. I won't know. So he's definitely trying to maybe free him. Oh, did he go down there? Maybe he's not going for the police academy. Maybe he really does just want to kill Wazy. Everything here is in shambles. The marks are fresh too. Only one thing can back me. Okay, he's down here. Maybe my guess is wrong. I was thinking maybe because, like, I don't know if when you're under the effects of Geonosis, if you're compelled to do certain things. So I was thinking that maybe he was going to try to free Ernest or something. What's responsible is likely just below. I can confirm that. My sensors are picking up movements beneath us. But eyes and all, there is another strange presence. One that I can't put my finger on. Really? Not even you? Down this rope here is the survival training area. It's the heart of Nox Forest, a sprawl of dense woodland almost completely untouched by man. If we're going down there, there's a to chase our culprit. We need to be prepared. You're right. I've been there once for training at the police academy. Visibility's so bad you can barely see 5 arcs in front of you. This is gonna be one of our most dangerous missions yet. Ellie, Tio, Wazy, you three have better Honestly, Lloyd, I would consider you to be a bigger liability here than the rest of us. But if you think otherwise, we'd be happy to compare separate lines, sweetheart. Damn. He really called Lloyd's ass out for having bad separate lines. I get where you're coming from, Lloyd. The terrain down there's no joke. Still, I think we'll be fine if we work together. Yeah, we're a team. If anything can pull through this, it's us. Okay, you made your point. Just keep in mind that we have no idea what's waiting for us down there. Let's descend only when we're ready. Of course, Roger. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Okay. We're all set. Me and Randy will start climbing down first. After that, Ellie, Tio, and Wazy will climb down one at a time. Noel, I want you to bring up the rear and watch your 6. Heard. You can count on me. Alright, you want to contact the commander before you head down? Yeah, good call. If the CGF isn't too busy with the repairs, having them as backup would be a huge help. The call of a demon. It's very pretty here. Nox Forest. This music's beautiful. Look! Pleroma grass? What the hell? None of this was here 2 months ago. Must have begun blooming recently. Tio, can you sense the higher elements? Yes, time, space, and mirage are all accounted for. This would explain the strange presence I felt on the surface. Looks like it, yeah. 50 Mirror says these training grounds are even more grueling than what you used to, thanks to them. I sure wouldn't take the bet. Finding our way around this place is tricky enough already. And now we have more than just getting lost to worry about. Be on the alert for any monsters lurking around. Got it. I can't pick the grass. Alright. Hooty hoots. It's been a while since I had to do some combat, so. Welcome back. Welcome back, Randy. Damn. Damn. That's a lot of experience. Oh, we're gonna level up a couple times in here, maybe. This place is so pretty, though. Like, oh my goodness.
Ba, 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 da, ba. Alright. Army chameleon. Oh, we have burst activated too. So I should use that whenever I get the chance to. I just realized I got ambushed. Oh, god damn it. Ow. I see. Die, bitch. Level up for Lloyd, Randy, and Ellie. Which one do you think is a bigger mess? Crossbow's political climate or Ryla's room? The treasure chests in this game are asking the real questions, honestly. Because I could wonder the exact same thing. Level up for Noelle. I wanted to look at how close things were to leveling up. I guess out of all of them, Forest would be the one that's closest. Alright, let's climb down the rope. Can I hit all of them? I can hit most of them. Epic. Level up for Wazy and Tio. Wazy's Trinity card has been upgraded to Trinity card 2. Nice. I like for sure want to have Wazy in the party, just because like this area feels like it'd be important to him. And I'm down to play a little later than I usually do. Trinity card 2 is actually, oh my god, it's huge now. My goodness gracious. Wazy just became really fantastic. Oh, you got, really? He's invisible. Yeah, sure. Thanks for the energy missile. The guy's gone. Fuck you. Oh my god. Fuck you. Alright. Smack. Okay, I gotta eat my food while I still got the chance to. I'm reading dialogue. I'm ruining it for me.
It's another quartz fragment. Which, how that information got all the way out here, I don't fucking know. Yosha! Kill. Alright. The map is kind of huge, I'm not gonna lie. Kill that motherfucker. Oh. Every time I eat rice, I give myself the fucking hiccups. I have given myself the hiccups, and I don't even know how I managed to do that. I wasn't even like eating that fast. And sometimes from curry, but I talk about plain rice. That's always plain rice. I always get like the hiccups from plain rice. It's kind of crazy. I would like to level up one more time. That would put everyone at level 70. Something that's kind of neat about this game is like, if you get your ambushes down in the field, combat is trivial. Very rarely have I had to like think really hard about combat, except in boss fights. Boss fights, and with the exception of a few encounters here and there. If a chest is looted in the forest, does it make a sound? Chat, does it make a sound? I don't know. I have no clue. Wait, there's a treasure on there. Oh. It's clear to me that we go. Okay. He got mad at me for hitting him. Ouch. Wow, Trinity card just became so good. It is so strong now. A lot of damage. Okay. Over here is a treasure chest. Denim leather. More treasure? Why, yes, I have the finest treasures available to you. Simply remove my bottom panel and step into my cellar. Big ADF gains. Oh. For sure throw that on Randy. Randy definitely hits like he's supposed to be. Randy definitely fills out his job of being like a hard-hitting tank in this game than he did in Zero. Let's go check up here. Permeating breath. Alright, this is gonna suck, isn't it? Maybe not. This probably be fine. This hits those that matters. I don't want Randy to be blind anymore. Although casting is kind of a good way of getting rid of debuffs. We can totally strike bell these three. Might be better to heal though. I think the strike bell. How about the critical hit? Randy just one-shot a lot of them. There is some Mirage Magic, which I don't have. It's water, though. Just don't go invisible. Or do that, preferably. And Lois is better off hitting the goddamn guy. Thank you! Thank you, Noel! I mean... Sure, might as well. Alright, come out of hiding. You didn't come out of hiding? You gave me 2 rush turns! Why does Lloyd have so many turns? It's not like I can hit you. What the fuck? Do something! Stop giving me rush turns! Thank you! My god! Oh my god! That guy was just like, I'm just gonna stay invisible, why don't I? Ooh. Ooh, attack 3. Wait. I don't have any slots on Lloyd upgraded. No, I do, I have one. I have one of these. Cool. He almost has over 1,000 strength. This is awesome. I didn't look at the loot thing. Congratulations on beating chest Monster Nox. A Tyrol bomb. Okay. What? Oh shit. Oh, I did not interrupt it in time. Well. That's unlucky. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened to me? Like, that fight felt like such a blur. Alright, well. It's the party we're going in for. I'm like hoping I'm not correct. I'm hoping it's just a regular monster, like a regular cryptid. A clearing. This is the farthest I've ever made it during my training. Huh? Wait. Was this always a dead end? No, there should be an animal trail up ahead too. Looks to me like a bunch of trees fell and blocked the road. This happened sometime within the past month. But if that's the case, where in the world did that monster run off to? Hold on. I detect a presence nearby. Did it just laugh at us? You guys really thought that you could waltz in here. You shit for brains never change. Who's there? Is this the real culprit? Were they controlling the monster all along? I can't be sure, but this voice, it sounds familiar somehow, as if we've met them before. No, it couldn't be. Here he comes! Get back! Holy fuck! What the? A demon? What happened to you, buddy? No. But how? I don't believe it. It's just like the demonization Gnosis caused. No way. Don't tell me. Wold! Is that you? It's been a long time, Bannings. Orlando. And you're here too, Wazy. Small world. So it seems. I knew that your taste in fashion was beyond saving, but even I didn't think you'd stoop this low. Low? Piss off. Wait a second. Are you the one who rammed the train off the track? You even have to ask? Though you police dogs are supposed to be good at sniffing things out. You honestly think some puny monster could have done something like that, huh? The only thing alive with that much power is me, Walled Whales. How vile. Do you even realize the hell you've done? Yeah, I do. And hey, since you came all the way here for a little old me, let's see if we get this party started. Let's see you try to look down on me after I pummel you and your high horse right into the dirt. Crap. So you're going all out this time then? You wish I could turn you all to dust with one hand behind my back. But you know what? I'd rather just beat you to a pulp nice and slow so you're begging for me to put you out of your misery.
This power I picked up is the real deal, and now I'm gonna make you eat it.
Alright, getting straight into it. Okay, Wald. I'm sad that I had to come down to this. Demon Wald. I mean... It's Lloyd. What else are we gonna fucking do? Go in. This theme does indeed go hard. Can I reach to the battle scope? Yes. Let's see, assume weak to space. Yep, weak to space. Wall demonized by Gnosis wields his now mutated sword as if it were nothing. Alright. Ooh, big hurts. Alright, Randy, my man, you're here to do one thing and one thing only. Spam the ever-living shit out of S-Breaks. That did nothing! Uh-oh! Remember when I said Wald wasn't taking the breakup well? Yeah, no kidding he wasn't taking the breakup well. I guess it's probably better just to photon shot and have Lloyd deal physical damage. Oh boy. Ow! Alright. This team goes so hard. Final mad crash. Yo, he's kicking the shit out of me! Uh-oh. That looks like it's gonna hit pretty hard. Whoa! I see. Good bit, Wald. Good bit. You can win it. Are you gonna tell me to try to win it? I get extra DP for... Actually, this is actually an unwinnable battle. However, this battle will have some conditions for bonus DP if you manage to deal more than 25% of the boss's health within 10 turns. Around 6... Alright, I'll try it one more time, but I'm gonna have a party that's more optimal for it, and I'm gonna make sure I go in with S-Breaks. Okay? We'll try it out. Okay. So. Definitely want Tio instead of Randy. Because we need her to debuff with, shit. I wanted to respawn the enemies so I could... Did all these motherfuckers despawn or something? Oh wait, I just don't have my Eagle Eye guy on. Never mind. Alright. This should be a good encounter for it. Yep. Hey, you guys aren't supposed to feed Lloyd, like, come on.
私の番ね。行きます。そこです。迎撃完了。先に行きましょう。えっと、やってや。
Uh-oh.
しまった。立て直さないと。了解です。俺。行きます。
Please go to sleep. No, you resist? I can't believe I missed. I just need to have S breaks and combination crafts. Uh-oh. What the hell is happening? Randy, you're not supposed to do that. Alright, level up for everybody. Everyone's level 70 now. Okay. So we have 10 turns to do enough damage. We are gonna have to watch this cutscene again. I didn't save! Shit, it's fine. We're gonna do it. So this is an unwinnable fight, apparently. I honestly thought I thought he just fucking killed me. I'm not gonna lie. Cause like, Sky the Third with Cassius kind of like made me think that, oh, he just popped up the S break, I'm getting nuked. Alright, do it, man. Walled whales, baby. Alright. Yeah, just walk on over, why don't you? It's fine. It's 10 of his turns, so we can count them. Is 50,000 HP divided by... Let's see, he's got 57,048 divided by... Or I guess it'd be times... We have to do like 45,000 damage. Oh, yeah. So, analyze that motherfucker. Ouch. I mean... Alright, do it, Lloyd. Hit him hard. $4,800 damage.
行きます。エニグマ駆動。やあ。え。みんな頑張って。ありがとうございました。
行くよ。
バツ君行くわよ。
あ、チャンスだ。すまないみんな。
I'm not getting max DP anyway, I don't care. Or maybe I kinda care. Fuck, I kinda care. I kinda care. I kinda care a little bit. Can I load an autosave? Fuck. I kinda care a little bit. It's okay, we need a couple things. We need burst. Cause we're gonna start the fight off by we need burst and we need max we need max EP.
しまった。立て直さないと。行きます行きます。
Fuck this.
無駄です。
さてと。
さてと。よーし。はっ。無駄です。
僕の番か。
I can't even run. Well, that wasn't obnoxious or anything. This encounter is always nice.
Just...
Everyone needs to be at 200.
やれやれ。まあまあだったね。ナイスファイト。
Bum, 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 bum,
先生
bum.
から始めましょう。
行くよ。
Sure.
任せて。そこ行きます。 そこです。
任せてくれ。させるか。よし、もう大丈夫だ。
We need to get burst instantly. Or else it's gonna be like impossible to do
油
anything.
断は禁物よ。
任せてくれ。スティ
行きます。エニグマ。
やれやれ。
任せて。やっ。
甘いね。
God damn it! I hate death.
そこだ。
It's such a stupid it's such a stupid bonus sport thing. It's so stupid.
データが取れます。
I hate it so much.
やりました。
Did someone learn something? So why does Wazy have to be the one that keep dying? I'm like pretty sure this is the party I
ここ
should
は
have
通
for
らせて
this.
もらうわ。
行くよ。
任せて。やっ。私の番です。バースト発動。
了解。
Kill.
ステータス。オールグリーンです。
The annoying thing is getting Tio's gauge up, which actually now that Lloyd is at we can do this. Walk into this encounter.
僕の相手じゃないね。僕の番か。
さてと。はい。
そこだ。
私の番ね。
任せてくれ。やれや
はい。
Technically, we can just farm.
私の番ね。
れ。俺の番だな。僕の番。
Farm turns.
やれやれ。迎撃
Oh.
完了。みんな
Okay.
先に進む。
I mean, that works too. We're just getting Tio up to 200 CP and then. Uh oh.
敵先生。
Well, at least Tio's still here.
わかった。そこだ。
お返しです。お返しよ。
Oh,
お返しよ。
he missed. Thank God. I was gonna be so fucking mad.
お返しです。
行くぜ。
I was actually gonna be so pissed.
任せて。私の番です。えい。
世話が焼けるな。
What?
俺の番だ。よし。よし。
God damn.
やるじゃない。
Get those motherfuckers away from me. Okay. You have all your stuff. The Mishi tail can go back on. And I guess like the holy chain doesn't really matter. Alright, it's Wazy's turn to get maxed up. Shouldn't be too hard.
よし
さてとそこ
やれやれ
さてえい
よし行くよいい
Bro out here running away. What the hell? Yeah. The plan is simple. We analyze, we burst, we spam combination crafts.
敵接近注意してください。
やれやれ
私の番ね。そこさて
甘いねやれや
はい
れよし
任せて。
甘いね
敵将だ続けてき
Oh
ま
my god.
そこだ
Oh my god.
さてと とっとと
Can I fucking leave? Fuck this. That's not worth it.
やれやれ怖いもの知らず行くぞストップ
はい
I see.
そこです
俺の番だな
I see.
よしもう大丈夫だ
Alright, everyone's at 200. You, take these off. Take the regular gladiator headband on. And the green charm, and then you can have your setback. Where do I go? Alrighty, now I am prepared to attempt to defeat this guy. Okay, I think a turn in battle, so like 10 turns is like total how many actions have been taken, I think. Alright. This is the real last attempt I'm doing this because I actually do have to go to bed soon. So I want to see if I can get the bonus. I can't let like Loe and Sky FC like. This is essentially just. I do like fights that reward you for like getting far, even though you're supposed to lose. I think that's hype. Dude, even his muscles have muscles. Alright. Let's see if we can do it. I think first is just
みんな
an
一
encourage.
気に行くぞ
さてと
That gives me burst.
さてとパーティーの始まりだ
Alright. It's burst time.
私の番です。分析を開始します。情報を入手しました。
俺の番だな
Can't strike heaven. You can Omega Strike. Although I think Star Blast 2 does more damage here.
皆さん大丈夫ですか？
Please don't tell me that waste one of my fucking turns, Noel.
僕の番か。
Cool. I think the best thing I got is a Deadly Heaven. Hey, a crit's nice
僕の番
though.
か。せせせ。
行きます。行きます。私の番ね。
行くぞ。行くぞ。行くぞ。セット。
I want to take this crit from him. Oh. I figured you put up a fight. But man, oh man, don't tell me I got too strong for you. All that effort and we barely even made a dent in him. What's wrong, Wazy? Not gonna drop a witty comeback? Maybe flash one of your pretty boy smirks and blow this off like you do everything else. Come on, I was looking forward to this. It'll make it all much more fun while I shut that mouth of yours for good. Wald, where in the goddess name did you get your hands on Gnosis? That's right! Save for the samples taken for analysis, the supply manufactured by Jochi and Gunter should have been disposed of. Damn it, Wald! Where the hell did you get it from? Heh, who knows? Don't get it twisted. This drug ain't what giving me all the strength. Newsflash, punks. It's been inside me all along. Did you notice this just helps? It's just a trigger to help bring it out. This is what sets me apart from that quack Jochim. His power was never his in the first place. He does have a point. Unlike what happened with Jochim, he doesn't seem in danger of going berserk. Whatever it is he's drawing his power from, he's managed to retain control over it. What the heck? A monster? Muriel! Second Lieutenant! Thank goodness you're here. Does that mean the repair work is finished? For now, yes. We came as fast as we could, but... just what is that thing? I think I'll call it quits for today. Yo, SSS chumps. And you especially, Wazy. You better give me the time of my life the next time we meet, or else. Just like that foot race we had back in the downtown district, it's the least you could do. Bastard. Wald! Where do you think you're going? All personnel at battle positions. Missile fire is authorized. Yes, ma'am. Dude, he let his hatred consume him. You call that firepower? Uh-oh. Ah! And he just fucking jumps away. After the attack, the SSS, along with Muriel's units, scoured the vast dense forest of the demonized walled whales. Unfortunately, however, their efforts ultimately came up short. As the night wore on, the decision was made to abandon the search. The SSS then returned to the city at around midnight and fell asleep so tired that they forgot to eat the hot pot Kia had so lovingly prepared. Aw, no. No. That makes me feel bad. Guess now it's confirmed what happened to Wald. That sucks. At least he's not gonna go berserk. But it still sucks. How'd it go? Not good. They don't know anything. No one has seen Wald in days. Looks like he's been keeping his little lackeys in the dark. They wanted to know where he is just as bad as we did. Yeah, they seem desperate. I see. We tried asking the Testaments, but it didn't get us anywhere. There are no leads on Wald whatsoever. However, he was spotted shambling drunkenly around the neighborhood for a while prior to his disappearance. There's no way to tell how that fits into all this. What changed between then and now? Better question is, where the hell did he get his hands on Genosis? Are you alright, Wazy? You're not looking too good. I'm alright. Just a bit chilly from the rain. I've already asked Abyss and the others to continue gathering info. Let's put Walden on the side for now and return to the SSS building. It's probably for the best. At least we have Kia's breakfast to look forward to. I don't know what we do without her. That was a satisfying meal. He said it, nothing like a hot bowl of porridge to chase off the chills. Indeed, the chicken and eggs were a nice touch. Thank you for the food, Kia. It was delicious. I just used the stuff we were supposed to have for a hot pot yesterday. Are you full, Wazy? Yeah, it took comfort food to a whole new level. My compliments to the chef, Kia. I'm glad you liked it. It's good to see you guys are back in fighting form. Just to let you know, CJF's going to keep investigating the Wald Wales case. Just trying not to dwell on it too much. Whatever you say. Still, Wald had to have acquired that Genosis somehow. We have to figure out where it came from, no matter what. Second Division's already been sent out just to do that. From what I heard, the First Division is also looking into whether or not the major powers are involved in any way. My point being, you should trust them. Don't press the issue by getting all keyed up. Yes, sir. Were they able to restore the railway after the derailment yesterday? Yeah, only one of the tracks was functional by yesterday evening, but they managed to get the other one going overnight. All things considered, they got the job done without any hassle. Thank goodness. The Transcontinental Railroad is a vital part of the transportation network. Chaos would ensue if it were still non-operational. It had been the perfect ammo for Arabonia and Calver to give us even more shit than they already do. Yeah, no doubt about that. So, should we check the terminal for support requests? It's about time for today's bats to come in. Yes, let's. Hey, we got a phone call. I'll get it. Hello, this is the Crossbow Police Special Support Section. Morning, it's me, Mitchell, the guild receptionist. Oh, good morning. Did you have a chance to look over our report on the society? We did. It was helpful to be sure. I contacted HQ over in Le Mans, and they're currently analyzing the info. Though considering how elusive these guys are, I don't know how much we'll be able to find. I see. Is that why you called us? Oh no, there's one more thing. I had a quick question for you. Actually, have you seen Lynn and Aelia around lately? Uh-oh. We saw them around 2 days ago at Orcus Tower, last I recall. Uh-huh, I see. Honest, what the devil are those two girls up to? Are you having trouble contacting them? Sure am. I wasn't able to get through to their enigmas last night. Oh well, this does happen every so often, so I'm not too worried about them. Is that so? Well, no need to fret your little head over it. I'm sure you got more than enough on your plate. You're dealing with the leader of those delinquents, aren't you? That's already a job and a half. Yeah, I suppose. Well, anyway, if you happen to spot either of them, give me a ring ASAP, okay? Keep up the good work. Bye-bye now. Thanks, Mitchell. You too. Sounds like it was from the Bracer Guild. Something happened? Oh, yeah. Lloyd explained that Lynn and Aelia have been out of contact with the guild since last night. Lynn and Aelia? Those two are the two ladies who know how to hold their own. Adios was generous with their gifts to them. Yep, just the way I like it. Especially Aelia. Hers is a beaut. Second only to Lucile, of course. I don't believe those are the gifts he was referring to. That's all the more reason to have worry about them, honestly. The Bracers seem like the type to get a tight handle on their schedules. Yeah, when we thought those two every move, they felt calculated. Well, we have time to spare. Why not go and visit the guild? We have to look out for each other in times like these. Right, we'll keep it in mind. Lloyd, are you guys leaving now? Will you make it back for Hot Pot this time? Yeah, this time for sure. We'll try to come home as early as we can. Sorry, Kia. You went through so much trouble to prepare yesterday. We didn't expect to be out the entire night. It's okay, that just means you're working extra hard, right? I just want to do what I can to help too. Kia. She's too powerful for us. According to today's weather forecast, the rain should stop in the afternoon. Let's both do these jobs then. We got a hot pot to enjoy tonight. Absolutely. We're still on chapter 3? That wasn't the chapter 3 boss? God damn. We can do this now. Well, I'll remember to do it next time. Alright, well, that shit happened today. Holy crap. That certainly was a chapter. That certainly was a bunch of things that happened. Man, I wanted it to not be true. I wanted Wald to be okay. God damn it. God damn it. I wanted him to be, like, good and chilling and whatever. Ah, fug. But no, he's not. He's not chilling. He's not chilling. He's all demoned up out of his fucking mind. He's super demon now. But, yeah, I gotta go now. I have a couple things I want to do before I go to bed. And I gotta go to bed. So, have a good night. Bye-bye. He's on a mission to get his man back. Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna kill my boyfriend to get him back. Oh, wait. This plan doesn't really work out too well. Okay. Bye-bye.